I don't know, but also we are currently live. Hello!
Hi!
Hello.
Good
Hi.
evening.
Maybe you in the chat can answer that question.
The age-old question.
Yes.
I think that soy milk is actually very nice, so speak for yourself.
Then you should drink it more instead of actual milk.
I do. Whenever I
Okay.
get the chance. It's also really expensive though.
Yes, this is fair.
What
But
kind
this
of
question answered. Hi, I'm Amber, your DM for TaleChasers on So this is not how I usually say it. You've thrown me off already. I welcome you all to this lovely ye-old session once more. Now with additional players, because Brandon is back. And also, there was something else, but I forgot about it. So we're just gonna move on to announcements, of which I have exactly 0. So, surprise.
My favorite.
We'll be playing next week again, I think. Not tomorrow, because I have to go to a party, sadly.
Mark plays so little, I don't put social media posts for him out anymore, out there in the world.
No, this is just fact. The last month we played once.
This is what we call a classic Mark moment.
No, it is absolutely not. Shut the fuck up. I
Classic
hate
Mark
that shit.
campaign moment, then.
No, what the fuck? Shut your fucking mouth, like.
Whoa!
Wow!
Sharing
We
on
are
the
a
stream, Mark?
child-friendly
What the
Twitch
heck, man?
Twitch stream.
That's not very poggers.
This is not very Peggy 8 of you.
Peg?
Jesus.
What?
Oh, nice. All right. I think first things first, and second things second. Kimo can give a recap of what happened some time ago.
Yeah. I sure can.
Thank you very much.
Well, last session we we started off with Vittorio, as he had a little chat with Delphine, as Delphine had decided that no, I'm gonna stay in the fucking woods. Well, she didn't say fucking because she's a normally speaking a good girl. But no, she decided to stay in the woods with in the Druid Grove mostly, with the wolves, because she doesn't want to be cooped up in the mountain again with said wolves. Vittorio did his best to convey that he worries about her, and he had also already planned on giving her some things, because she's been very good and training with new weapons to wield, and she is now proficient in wielding an S-stock, if memory serves me correct.
Mm-hmm.
So he bequeathed on her the magical weapon Sunkiss, which is nice. It's a magical sword. It also lets you use a burning hand, except it's radiant damage once per day. She now has that. He gave her some normal nice leather armor as well, because she needs some. She doesn't actually have any armor. And some nice new clothing and whatnot. And I suppose they had as heartfelt as they could, as a heartfelt. Well, it's not a goodbye really, but yes, they had a talk. And then we were back in the mountain, the rest of us, and Vincent came back. Talked a bit in the tavern. We RP'd. Vincent, he thought that, he thinks and knows that Corvillia is the person in the cell, and it's like, okay, how do you know that? What did you find out? He's like, well, I mean, yeah, the Keepers of the Light managed to imprison someone. It was an archmage. Yeah, by the name of Corvillia. And people kind of look at him, and it's like, that sounds very convenient, that you find that exact information. and he attempted a little deception, but he got a j'accuse. And Lawrence incited, and Tokas used one of his portents to make the deception check a 5.
It was much better to begin with, but
Yeah. But then he sort of came clean, and it's like that. There's ever since the cell, there's been some sort of mental connection with Corvillia, and during the week when he was looking for information, he mostly sat around talking to himself, and in a sense talking to her as well, and she's been seeing things through his eyes and hearing things through his ears. And Zarius tries a little bit of witch sight, and yeah, I mean, sure, there's some faint traces of magic currently on Vincent, but there's not really much else. There's no like looming presence or anything. So yeah, we talk a bit about that. Otherwise, Vincent, he found a large snail. He found some mushrooms. He talked with some naked lizard folk. And said lizard folk, they did some business with Ennui, which is the head that has spider legs and just walks around and sells stuff. He's a nice guy. And he learned a little bit about an old night hag, the Queen of Shakara, which we've heard about before as well, because the lizard folk, some lizard folk, seem to worship her. And she was once the ruler, and then the knife-eared humans came along and killed her, and then after that the dwarves came. And then the lizard folk kind of just got pushed out, really. And then after that, humans came. And then at some point, a dragon decided to come as well and then ruled over the lizard folk. And then the mages came. And then a draconic woman enslaved all of them. But somehow this draconic woman was dealt with. And they were free once more. And this draconic woman is, presumably I forget the name, but it is one of the...
Breathing of the Flame.
There you go.
gave it all his wizards on lockdown.
Exactly.
Came on with 20 fucking notes.
Yeah.
Pages.
But that was really it. And then we, filled him in on what's kind of been going on with us and Tokas' condition that we have at least managed to halt from getting worse for the time being. And then, yes, Tokas also told us that he put together some information about Mother Night, and that she's apparently the Lich Queen that rules over the all of the nice dark elves. Which I don't know how Victoria's processed that information yet. To be honest, but that's fine. And then we had a peek through the research notes that we were sent by Chase's contact, and it was a pretty good group check, honestly. Lawrence went around and he talked with some people, really, so he had a big persuasion check. Vittorio used some intelligence animal handling to figure out like patterns of bats and other creatures of that sort that were mentioned in the research notes itself. Zarius, he used some nature to... What did we actually use nature for? Oh, right, you looked into soil samples and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Very good.
Well, you rolled an 11, it's fine. Tokas, he investigated, of course. And this was mostly going over, the notes and other books, such as journals and whatnot in the library. And Vincent, he kind of went around with perception, as in looking around in the library and handing people the correct things they needed to look at. Meanwhile, Jace had a whopping, massive, big Chungus history check. And she remembered some very important things. And then we figured out that, oh wow, the location of the the Redstone Keep is in the Den of Bones, which is interesting because we've already been there, and it makes a lot of sense because that is where Corvilia's champion was found dead. But there's apparently, or at least historically, there should be secret tunnels there. So we're gonna have to find them. And yeah, we basically ended with deciding that, okay, the next day we're gonna try and set out for the Den of Bones, I believe. Actually, no, it's quite late in the evening, so I don't know if it's gonna be the day after that because Tokas needs to make some potions before we set out, and I suppose we need to collect some supplies and whatnot and get ready. But then we are, in fact, gonna head out to the Den of Bones and see if we can pass through there without a lot of bad things happening, and find the correct tunnels to the Redstone Keep.
Very well. And that, oops, is where we will pick session up. In the Delver's Enclave with the preparation for your next big excursion. Let's see. This is not the session. This is the session.
This is the session.
All right. Outside of some things that we can hand wave, you know, making potions and whatnot. I think we can hand wave. I think there's like only a... There might not even be a roll involved. Actually, I think there is a roll involved. Me and not remembering all my million rolls. Ugh,
I think
why
so.
did I?
Right?
Why did I
But
make myself? Yeah, there is a there we go. Potion of healing. Very well, I need a roll, Tokas.
What role do you need?
Off the top of my head, it's a d20 plus your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus with alchemy kit.
Nice.
So intelligence alchemy kit.
It's also for clarification, not a potion of healing.
It is not.
No, it's a potion of lightning resistance.
Oh yeah, that was true. In that case, it's the same thing, only a higher DC.
Ah, damn. Unlucky. Okay.
Unlucky in it.
In it, yeah. In it, bruv. It's 2 checks or only 1?
Off the top of my head, it's 1, but I'm pulling up the big fat PDF right now.
Amazing. Is this a portentable or not?
Why can I not search this? If it's 1 roll, you can portent it, otherwise.
Yes, sir.
Ah, there we go. PDF always makes my thing crash. Because it's so big.
Damn.
Thick boy, let's see. Oil. Produce. It takes 4 hours of work.
Damn. That's a long time.
That's
It
why
is a
we
long time.
needed a day.
Yep, makes sense.
8
So
hours.
that's not. I can't use portents on those, right?
Sure, you can use portents.
Gracious.
I need 4 checks.
4 checks.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of checks. Okay. It's 1 check to make the thing, and what is the other check for?
2 checks per thing.
Oh,
Every 2 hours you make a check.
oh, interesting. Okay. Let me do this. Where's my features?
Mm-hmm.
Voila.
Mm-hmm.
Does it work? Yes, it does.
Alright.
Okay. First potion.
Mm-hmm.
Number 15. So 27 for the first check.
Yep.
And that's pretty bad for the other. How does it work? Does it have to be all successes?
If you succeed, you mark 2 hours off. If you fail, you don't get any progress. So you spend
fair
another
enough.
2 hours. If you fail 3 times, it's bust.
Oof. Okay. That's pretty bad.
But
Well,
if you fail, like because you're already working 8 hours a day, you're pushing it into the next day with 2 more hours.
okay. I see. How is it working? Well, let's see. Let's hope I don't fail too much. My next roll is gonna be a 20 then, just to make sure that I don't fail too much.
Okay.
Whoa.
After 6 hours, you complete 1 potion of lightning resistance.
Horrible. And I guess that was not my plan at all. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can get started with the work for the second. I suppose I lose my other portent then, and then hope that God is good and lets me succeed within 2 hours more.
Mark a day on extra writing time for my magnum opus.
Yeah, I'm stuck in a lab today.
Puke.
Lightning crackling from the roof of the lab all day long.
Throws a natural one, casts
Explosion.
What's
fucking
happening?
lightning and explodes the tower.
Spider screeching sounds.
Turn the
What's up,
tower into a
tokens?
huge fucking Tesla
Nothing.
coil.
The new
Nothing.
villain.
Everything is alright.
Tokas becomes the next BBG.
I just
Alright,
start
let's go.
making potions of instant death and fail them.
Based. If you make a potion of instant death and it doesn't do what you want, does it just kind of kill people, or does it just like sort of heal people, or like?
What if it does the opposite of what it's supposed to do?
Revives people.
Ooh, it's got a healing potion. Or
Yeah,
this-
now you got a true resurrection potion.
Nice.
So we have 1.5 potions of lightning resistance.
That's my
I mean,
favorite
you-
amount.
I mean, you need to finish the one you have, right? I assume you can't store it and then.
There is no half-assing this thing. It needs
Yeah.
to be completed when you start it.
I see. So I just gotta work through the night as well.
Damn, it's gonna be a nice little constitution save.
Let's go. Okay.
Don't believe everyone.
Sure. How long does it take to get to the Dead and Bones? It was like 2 days, right? Or 1?
My man failing the check and as such giving himself disadvantage on the check he has to make.
That ass.
Oh, God. Oh, travel time. I don't quite remember.
Nor do I.
That was the road in.
Take a day to travel through the caverns to reach the Den of Bones.
There.
I see. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take those 2 hours more and hope for the best. First con save or first the check? What do you want?
I want a con save.
Yes, sir. Damn, we're just not wanting today. Taking them all off at the start. And then a disadvantage alchemist supply. Let's go.
Good lord.
There's a normal roll, which is a 13. Pretty bad.
That's the minimum roll required
There you go.
to succeed.
Let's go. We got the potions.
You have 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah, that's all right.
So good.
1 level of exhaustion is manageable.
Yeah, a little praise to pay for success.
All right. Let's see. Is there anything else that anyone else still needs to do before you set out?
No.
Don't think so.
I just need to make some rolls, and I also posted a question in my private channel.
Eb will greet Vincent and do a bit of jazz hands and let him know something very special. Eb, after all, got a job in the tavern. But while he's doing the jazz hands, you notice that he in fact has both his hands.
Vincent will... He notices the jazz hands, which I guess is peculiar in the first place, but after noticing that there's 2 hands waving at him rather than 1, he'll double back. Wait, hold on. Where did your other hand come from? I swear you lost it.
I did say that, didn't I?
Well, you said it and I saw it.
Simple as.
Eb just looked around. It seems like this lot and Lady Arya took better care of me than I realized.
Wait, are you telling me that something in our blood lets us regrow limbs?
Lizard folk
Well.
moment.
Eb just places his hand on your head, as he used to when you were small, and it's a peculiar position, a familiar one, a familiar size as well. You know, in fact, it feels oddly similar to when Crawley was on your head.
Ugh. Wait a second. I know this feel. I don't think, honestly, Vincent would be smart enough to link those 2 things together. But he will look at you and wonder, so... do we have rejuvenation skills, or is this just, some magic that one of these crazy lunatics can pull off?
Neither. This was... I don't know how, but... However it happened, my hand made its way to... And he looks at Lawrence to... where was it? Ostoya? No. No, wait, you...
I once bequeathed Mother Night, guardian of the Dark Elves, for a gift that I might use in my quest. She bestowed upon me 3, one of which was Crawley. I pull out my little fucking red ass slime boy.
Slime, like oobles in place until it takes form, and then two little yellowish eyes, kind of like googly eyes, make their way to drift to the top of the blob and sit there.
Why, hey there, little Crawley. Thank you for taking care of my hand.
Wait, now Crawley was a hand.
Yeah. What he is actually is more like this like parasitic type creature that occupies the corpses of things that were once alive.
Isn't it just like a slime?
Well, my dear boy, long story short, Lady Arya takes care of her own.
Oh, you can see the sort of face of realization. Ah, I see. That slime was taking care of your hand, and now that hand's reattached to your body somehow.
Correct.
Right.
And now I can do things like... And he reaches over towards you here, behind it, pulls out a copper coin like this. And he slots it in your pocket.
Well, must be payday.
Payday is nice.
Well, I'm glad that you have your arm back, or hand, should I say. You can go back to being the prestigious fighter you were. Not that before it you weren't, I suppose.
Eb looks at his hands. The process will definitely be a lot easier, but I still have a long ways to go. And even more so, I have more important things to focus on.
Are you coming with us to the Red Keep?
There is something that still remains unfinished, and I came here to this mountain to do. I could put it off for a little bit longer, but well, in a perfect world, I'd even ask for the help of all of you, as it requires well, either more time or more knowledge than I possess. But we'll see. I think I'll come with you to the Red Keep, at least for a little bit. And we'll see what we find out.
Good. Glad to hear that.
And how could I say no to little father-son bonding after all?
Exactly. I think we have quite a few years to catch up on.
Indeed we do. And so little time to do it then.
Well, I recently learned that the world's going to end in 4 different ways, so...
Well, I assume it's only going to end in one. Right? And he looks around at the people. What is it like? All of those are going to happen and end the world in a different way. I'm still a bit confused on that.
Only time will tell.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, and he'll lift up his halberd and kind of place it behind his neck to lean on and rest his arms on. Not like any of them are going to happen anyway, since we're stopping them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, truly. But it pays to be ready. And since the world is in danger, it is also something I'd like to get back home as soon as possible.
Yeah, a lot of people miss you there.
No. The elven patience is long. It'll be good to see people. And who knows? Maybe it won't end because of the deeds done here.
I'm not going to let it end, so
I'll hold you to that.
Vincent will form a big confident grin.
All right. Well, who will lead the way?
Probably our good old bloodhound, or
Toka's sitting in the back with like little red ringed eyes.
or Tokas, who has, I think, lost all will of living.
Eb looks towards Tokas, and almost like out of habit is like, Tokas, did you eat your breakfast?
Tokas has fallen
Fast
asleep.
asleep on the table.
Oh, you lift the hat up. There's just a whee,
Oh, bless.
a soft wheezing sound.
Like he's sleeping, and like the front of his hat, like each time he breathes out, goes up a little bit and then down.
Yeah, it
Makes it
flutters
look
up a little bit.
stood up.
Yeah, but you also see closer up that this week has been good on Eb. There's certainly some more meat on his bones, and his dark complexion is looking noticeably more healthy.
My man has been living a comfortable lifestyle.
This man has been working his butt off and having some good food and working out and resting. Hard play hard.
Well, if worst comes to worst, I'll just carry Tokas, who can keep sleeping for at least a while longer.
Can we just put Tokas in his hat?
We could.
No, it's not that big.
Scoop him up right now.
Wizard ice cream cone.
I don't know why that is happening, Chemo.
Neither do I.
All right then. Time is not on our side, so I say we make haste.
I suppose we should. Before we leave, though, Tor's gonna go on over to Tokas, who is a very sleepy boy. And he's like, "Alright, you know, I don't have a bunch of interesting things that I can I suppose give you to show appreciation. But you did use one of the items you had to reseal the lock and all that. But I did manage to get you this together at least. It pulls out a gnome-sized undervest. Amber, I don't really know what it looks like. It's like just.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes. What do you think it looks like?
I think it looks like the equivalent of like a chain shirt, except it's just made out of this maiden's silk. As
It's
it
more
is
like
called.
woven basket style than ringlet,
Very well.
and it has a pale yellowish color. That that always feels a little bit moist.
Nice.
A little moist.
Moist.
So moist.
Vijor is like, yeah, don't mind the moist feeling. I'm sure you'll get used to it. But no, it's I hadn't got my hands on some maiden's silk a while back. I don't really figure out what to do with it. But hey, this should keep you a little bit safer. From what I know, it should be fine against most normal attacks. Let's just say it like that. But try to not get pierced by anything. If you do that, it might not protect you as well.
And the fluttering of the hat stops towards the end of the whole speech. As Tokus seems like dead for a second, as then the hat just fucking dashes backwards on the chair and just looks around in panic. Or looks around. I was not sleeping. I wasn't thinking. Yeah. So what we were talking about again?
Right. Well, I was trying to give you a gift. Here
He
you
said that
go.
your eyes were looking very dry, and he wanted you to wear this to keep your eyes moist.
First, Tokus looks a little bit surprised, and then looks at Ebb, and then he looks at his shirt. That doesn't cover my eyes. Yeah. How is it supposed to be keep my eyes moist? It's a shirt.
You wrap it around your eyes, obviously.
I will not be able to see where I'm walking, though.
It's a shirt. Wear it, dumbass, and it'll protect you. I'll say with a smile.
That makes a lot of sense.
Do not worry. We'll try to make sure you. Oh, that's Igor. What the fuck?
What
We'll
the
try to
fuck?
make sure. We'll try to make. Don't worry. We'll try to make sure you don't die.
Igor with the whole fucking team steps out of the shot.
Igor, I know that you're very keen on staying on Arkhona, but can you tone it down a little bit?
Igor's just there like, hello, I am Igor Glasgow. You've not met me, but hi.
Damn.
Power armor
Let me
sound in the background.
barbarian.
Yeah. Tokus will I guess, stand up a little bit wobbly, grab the shirt. Well, thank you, Vittorio. I will find a way to repair you one of these days. A little bit busy.
You don't need to repay me. If you weren't asleep, you would have heard I said this is the least I can do for you. Using up one of your magically potent items to reseal Corvillia.
Like blinks. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, well, yeah, that makes a little bit of sense. Does it? Yeah, okay. Well, thank you a lot. I will put it on. I'll try it on as soon as I can. I'm gonna go change. Yeah, should probably change my clothes as well. Yeah. So, thank you very much. I'll treasure it as much as I can. It's an armor. It might get pierced or slashed and ruined. I hold no responsibility for that. I hope you know that. Are we ready to go?
You're not good at accepting gifts, are you?
What? No, I know why.
Have you ever even been given a gift before, Tokas?
Well, I consider being alive being a gift. My mother decided to conceive me, so it's a pretty good gift.
You've never gotten an actual gift, not even on your birthday?
Well, I didn't really celebrate birthdays.
I mean, it's more of a, hey, cool, you're a year older. Have a cake.
Oh, no. Well, where I come from, when you have a birthday, they just let you read some better books,
Wow. A real thrilling tale.
It's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're
Words
segregated to
in a
read the
different
same
font.
stuff for an entire year. After a little bit, you run out of it. And so, it's her birthday, and damn, they opened the library. There's some more stuff to read. This is exciting. Didn't know about this. Didn't know about that. It's pretty good. You can't keep them, though. And you can only keep them for a day, because then, of course, they close the library.
Of course.
You've never gone. That's almost sad.
Damn, guys, you guys are real poverty haters.
I mean, imagine if you've never done it. Like, imagine if this is just what you're used to, and then someone just says to you, "I've never had a birthday." And you'd be like, "Excuse me."
Plenty of people who never had a birthday. It happens.
No, I understand,
Or
but
it's
if you're
literally the
privileged,
same as well.
Your privilege is speaking. Sorry.
yeah, I know.
Your parents obviously made more than 2 copper pieces. Jesus.
Yeah. What?
Literally.
Doesn't everyone's parents?
No, probably only your mother.
everyone
Your
has
dad's not that
parents.
rich.
Listen,
No,
I
my
wrote
da-
my parents
my-
out of my backstory, thank you very much, and then Amber wrote them back in, so...
Ah! Damn, can you imagine I did the opposite of murdering your parents in front of you?
Power
and then,
move.
like,
White
Damn,
thinking,
yeah.
I'm not gonna have any parents, so she can't emotionally leverage them. White saying, no, of course not.
It's
me.
it's
Hmm.
fine, you know.
I think you will.
Interesting.
Absolute gamer moment.
We're
I
all
think
waiting
you
for
will
the
have
for the
parents.
Vittorio family reunion. I sure am.
Yeah,
Got the
that's
popcorn ready.
that's surely gonna
Jesus.
happen one day. You know,
I
getting
have- I
sold by
have-
your parents.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to... I'm sure it's going to be great, and it's going to be even better when you meet your sibling, like your younger brother you didn't realize you had, because eventually things got better once they sold you, and so they just had another kid.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh
He
no!
lives
Sorry,
like the
You just
perfect
you
spoiled
find out-
everything.
You find out they named him Vittorio as well.
Oh,
No. Vittorio.
Keeper.
Because there's 2 in it.
It's
I
a
would be
little
perfectly
little
happy.
Victoria.
If
Yeah.
Vittorio turned around and said he wanted to kill them all, I'd be on his team. I'd be like, yes, let's do this. Let's go.
Let's
Murder
traumatize this
is
child
wrong,
and kill his
guys.
parents.
However, there are exceptions.
Of course.
Vittorio tells you, yeah, parents love me. They got me all these things with my name on them.
What?
No. Parents buy Vittorio for their new Vittorio child. Like,
Damn.
It's fine, you
This is
know.
awful.
Tori doesn't really celebrate his birthdays because you know he was literally fucking experimented and tortured on. So that's fine, you know.
That's right, it's
yeah.
right. It's
You know,
okay.
Hey, the Trial of Grasses is a fun birthday present. Every Witcher
It's
gets
called
to experience.
it's called grasses. How bad can it be? Grass is cool.
Honestly,
On
it's
your
just- it's
birthday,
just
we are
character
going on a
development.
trip to the swamp.
Mhm.
Yeah. Trial of Grasses is probably like playing in the grass or something, you know?
Wooden toy horse does not develop character. Going out to do these challenges, that develops
Oh my
character.
god.
Yeah.
That's a fucking boomer thing. Yes, the Trial of Grasses was just to develop character.
Hell yeah.
Dude, millennial Witchers have it
Alright.
so good.
Damn.
Oh.
You see, which left you alone for an entire month when you were 5 just to build character.
Yeah, it's the next level of bullying builds character.
Good lord.
Otherwise, we do love you.
All right.
So much that we sold you off.
So anyway,
Yes,
shall we get going?
we are
Yeah.
indeed
Yes.
ready to
Let's.
set on out. We have restocked on the important things such
Yes.
as Nomis and Slurpees.
Vincent and Vittorio Tokas will hand you a potion of lightning resistance.
Oh boy, it's Christmas.
It's Christmas indeed.
All right.
Everything but Togas's birthday.
Yeah.
Christmas? What is Christmas?
Ooh.
Wait, I just realized Eb is Eb is, we know that Eb is good at being quiet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's a fucking.
Okay. Then Zarius will re-explain to you how the tap system works. Like how he does it every single time.
How
Do it in text, please.
We
don't remember, by the way.
What a bonus act. That's very important.
With a what action?
A bonus action.
Yeah, bonus action.
Here, effectively,
No.
I have written this down. So do that. I have written
Say it
this
out
down.
loud again.
Please do not just read out the player's handbook definition.
You can't
No.
teach an old spider
No.
new tricks.
No, but it is relatively simple that the one in the front. No, the one in the front. You basically click, and you do click. You keep clicking, and based on which click the other group responds, that depends. That shows how much trouble someone is in. So, if someone responds within the first 3 clicks, they're fine. If someone responds in the 4th or 5th click, there's trouble. And if there's either the clicking stop or there's no response, then the other party's in trouble.
I'm
It's
confused. So
basically
is it like a constant clicking all the time?
No, you basically like check it. You bounce it back and forth.
What if the other
every
people don't
10
hear your
minutes.
clicking?
Well, you're not supposed to be that
Then you're-
far out.
Clicking in the wrong way.
You see, it's a very simple system.
Well, here, yeah, wait. I have it in my journal entry. It's the only one
Okay,
that I've
you
written
can
down.
paste it in the chat and then we can get going.
There you go.
With you guys clicking. Oh. Click journals.
I see.
And then if you send someone who's very weak and frail to the front to go do the clicking, you can have clickbait.
Hey. But no, Zaris mostly does that because he's like, well, seeing as you're the quiet one, finally someone else can go up front instead of me.
Yes, let's send the low con creature to the front.
Well, hey, we're sending the guy that is and can keep himself quiet and can see in the dark. Like...
Just backs out of the conversation.
Nice argument, but it disappears.
Nice argument, however, for 30 stealth. Just thumbs up and disappears into the shadows. In a bit you hear just clicking. Oh no!
Zari's like, the moment he hears it, he immediately responds. Like,
and then from a distance you hear a whisper. It's like, so wait, what if I have to send like an acknowledgement that I heard your response?
No. If you first you do it, you're
Okay,
the one
but-
up front, and then I do it, so I can know how you're doing.
Okay, but
So-
like,
Okay,
what
so
if I
just start. Click. Yeah, go click. And Zaris will respond in the first click, and then he will start clicking. And then it's like, see, if you respond in the first 3, we in just a couple of noises know how we're doing.
just a thumbs up comes out from a bush. Then
Ah!
you like you didn't expect him to be there. It's like not in a completely different place than when he exited the scene from.
The fuck? Yeah, don't jump me. What the fuck? Huh. But now you get it. Not that hard. The military tactic I know from that. My mom was keen on making me learn that stuff.
All right. Well, if I'm told where to go, I can scout ahead, I suppose.
Yeah, no, it's normal. You also have the map reader, the scout. Oh, normally I was a scout, but if you're better at being quiet, then easier if you do it.
Goro, he's like, you know, I've been scouting plenty of times.
Well, yeah, we are normally the ones that do it, but
Oh.
if I'm normally.
Oh, I see. So you're I see. So you just want to be nice and cozy back there with the other people. Well, okay, I get it.
What? No, what? No, that's not what I'm saying.
No. I understand.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
mind
hearing.
going up front, but he's better than me at it.
Does me or people sound 10 times louder today?
Well,
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
I will make you fly away from this enclave.
Well, that
Are
sounds
you
quite
drunk?
ideal.
I just thought you were tired. Are you just hungover?
So that I don't drink. What?
Lawrence will use thaumaturgy to make a noise that sounds like Vincent's click in the distance.
Well, that'd be the first time you would hear Vincent click. I'll say. Vincent would definitely not be sticking to the tactics because he does not understand them.
Abs click.
The moment Zari started explaining this is like white noise sound in Vincent's ear.
It's so true.
As soon as there was numbers
It
involved,
suddenly
he
just
was
fades
out.
out, and all I can suddenly hear in my own head is like wind and just like leaves.
Sound of whales in the distance. And then Zarya stops and he says, "So you get it?" And you're like, "Yeah, I totally get it. No big deal."
Of course, it's easy, guys. Come on.
The only thing in my mind is a vampire mommy.
So anyway,
Yes. I mean, what? No.
can I give a navigation check to
Yes. What do you need me to roll?
intelligence?
Tokus just turned into a fucking bike.
Became a motorcycle. Which session is this number, if I can ask real quick?
Number 15.
41.
Part 2, session
41? Alright.
But in the grand scheme of things,
96.
this is 96. Guys,
Yep.
Almost 100.
What are we doing for the 100?
Beach episode.
Yeah, in the mountain.
Fire party.
Finally.
Guys, it might be Christmas.
Driving home for
baby.
Christmas.
Zarya
Wait,
just
actually-
takes out his writing pack and starts writing while we're walking.
Yo, session 100 is on the 23rd of December, boys.
Which means there's probably not going to be a session.
No, Christmas special. What do you mean?
Christmas is not on the 23rd.
On 25th, you know? So, almost there.
Alright. Let's have a gander at this. Tokus, can you just make me another check?
I can make you all the checks you want.
I don't know why everybody thought it was a good idea to have Tokas do this. But...
7 again.
I don't know.
Well, you asked me, so of course I said yes.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Tokus has not said about being incapable of anything right now, so we're just like, alright, sure.
Well, it's 11.
Hey, my brother in Christ, my brother in magics, my fellow full caster.
Yeah, what is up?
Are we
Wait.
magically armored on this fine stroll?
Sure. Magic armor.
Yeah.
1 serving of mage armor incoming from half the party.
Excellent.
Also, I
Actually,
heard
it
you were
will
offering mage
cover half
armor.
the party if you think about it, right? Because you have all the people who don't have mage armor. Then there's you. Then there's me. Then there's all of our familiars put together.
All of
And,
20,000 familiars. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Literally, no exaggeration. Like
That
for
is
real.
5 people in the party which are benefiting from major armor.
Me looking at
You know,
2 players and 3 familiars with mage armor out of 1 mage armor casting. Yeah, okay, this is balanced.
Yeah, it's okay.
you know.
Amber,
I
I will
can't
never
guarantee
regret
anything.
anything I
ability
forget.
off the top of my head. What do I need a roll to share to cast the mage armor from Tokas?
Twin.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up for
It's
you.
a feature, right?
I
Yeah.
need you,
Just don't roll a magical miss.
skill
after that.
expert. No. No, no, no. By his will. I need you to make a spellcasting ability check with a DC of 12 plus 1 per every sorcery point that you are spending.
How many sorcery points do you need to spend?
Let's see. When you
The
cast a
twin of-
spell that targets only one creature and doesn't have a range of self, you can spend a number of sorcery points equal to the spell's level to target a second creature in range with the same spell.
Okay. So I target myself.
So that's 1, right?
Yeah, that's one sorcery point.
Okay, make me a
DC
spellcasting
14.
ability check.
All right.
Roll a 5. Explodes.
Literally becomes a nuke.
You literally
Can you just
summons a
imagine
bloodthirster.
the enemy cast like a 5th level cure wounds on himself because they were looking quite hurt, and you just twin it.
I'll take that. Thank you.
And then it's just like, no, I twin it onto Victoria, who just got bloodied by the
Mhm.
enemy in the last round. The enemy healing himself and Vittorio back up.
Vecta and the Lich casting True Heal. Vittorio getting all his HP back. It's round 2, baby.
The funny thing is, right, you can cast Revivify mid-combat. So imagine, like, it's a death spiral
Yeah.
for both parties.
Please roll the thing.
Sorry. I rolled at advantage because I would like to use my human determination.
Nice.
Let's see.
But it's a success, I believe. It's a 17.
Nice. You now have invisible runes that floats around you.
Alright.
I will also use a 3rd level spell slot to cast Prayer of Healing.
We
Third
are
level
praying
spell
for this
slot.
healing.
Alright.
Yeah. I need to be able to get Vittoria up to full HP again. In 1 round.
And we're
Almost full.
seething
Yes,
and coping in the background.
No, I'm not seething at all. Like, no amount of prayer of healing is gonna save you if you fuck up, so.
Oh, you
I
mean
live
like
with this knowledge.
you mean like accidentally pissing off a lightning bullet?
What?
No, accidentally pissing
Let's
off a
not
lightning
do it
bullet.
accidentally.
Accidentally pissing off some other creatures that live here, you know.
Yeah, I mean surely they found some other sustenance, or if they didn't, that's even better.
It takes you 1.5 days to get to the Den of Bones.
Damn.
Also, Amber,
So it
correction.
takes you in the wrong way completely.
Amber, correction. That wasn't an accident. We did that on purpose. We pissed the other creatures off on purpose.
No, I mean, like, you know, that's what's coming now.
Yeah.
For your second time.
Exactly. Because,
Alright.
Oh, yes.
Hey, does anyone?
Den of Bones 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Very
Did I
electric.
start this?
Hey,
No, I
if-
didn't.
If it takes 1.5 nights, does anyone want to spar in the evening before
You
going?
want to go to the spa? There's no
What?
spa
No.
in Blacklaw.
I mean, Victoria did promise you to spar at some point.
I think Vincent would be up to it as well.
Amber,
That's a good spell.
is there a armor item for the thing Victoria gave me, or should I make one?
I don't believe I've made one yet.
I shall make one myself.
If people are gonna spar Zars, it's just that like maybe this is like not the right time.
Well, it's been a long day, and we've traveled for like 8 hours.
Yeah, but
Let them enjoy
we
themselves.
we don't know what's gonna attack us. We're in the middle of a cave in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. We don't know what's gonna attack us.
Yeah, that's all right. They're not gonna stab each other to death.
Well, no, I'm not afraid we're gonna stab each other. Other things might.
And when they'll come out, we'll deal with them.
Think of it this way: our blood will already be pumping for the time that they come after us.
We'll be
Warm
warmed
up.
You'll have wounds and shit. That I don't think that's tactically sound here.
I can really tell you've never sparred in your life, have you?
It's like Zaris looks at you. I can really tell you've never sparred in frickin' Castanella. Then, eh?
We are in Blacklaw. That's
You've
the
ne-
Burek Empire.
Zaris then looks at like you've never brawled with Vittorio, have you? Zaris.
It's very simple. The more you push yourself, the more you can do. So if we push ourselves more now, we can do more tomorrow.
There is
No, that's-
there is a muffled cry of Zarius' own voice from Lawrence's pocket. Hit me! Hit me!
What?
Shut up! Come on! Shut up!
Harder!
Shut up! Shut up!
Ooh, Mara, what out of context things do you have in that brain of yours?
A tiny little black tip of something, like a little beak pokes out of the pocket, and the little beak opens once and says, "What does it say? What do you have for me today, Mara? My goodest."
Oh, that chicken's
My
my eyes are
goodest.
just gonna dart to the beak instantly. Precision, laser precision.
See? Parents and children, says in Rosarius's voice. One thing at a time.
Slow to focus my anger.
Fine.
Encapsulate it. Control it.
If you're all gonna brawl, I'll join. Fuck, sure. If we're all
Where
gonna be
did you
stupid, I want to
complain half
join.
a second ago?
Because I don't think it's a sound idea, but if everyone's doing it, it's not a problem if I do it also.
You're a sheep, Zarius. You know that?
Yeah.
This
That's pretty
is
bad.
not. This is group thinking that you're doing right now. Stay true to yourself.
Yes.
Don't let others influence you like this.
No, it is not that I wouldn't have done it here. I do practice, but this isn't the right place. But if
Yeah.
3 of us are gonna do it anyway, it doesn't matter what I do.
The secret, Eb, is that he also wanted to join in the fun, but he had, to be all grumpy, and now, now he doesn't have a reason to be grumpy, and now he wants in the fun as well. So just
Sorry,
go along with it.
Sorry, looks at you. It's like, Sorry, just looks at you, just like, yeah, you're right.
There you go.
I like sparring, but
Glad you
I
do,
don't
buddy.
think this is the right time for it. But if people are doing it anyway,
Someone loses their arm. Crowley gets it.
Can he inhabit an
first time.
entire arm?
I don't
Like
know.
slime oobles in place excitedly.
Someone loses an arm, bring it to us.
Vittori's like, yeah, look, Zara, I see what you're saying, but we might as well. He looks around. Amber, where have you managed to make camp?
Like in the middle of you're literally sitting in a tunnel that just has a forward and a backwards. There's no cavern or anything inside.
Okay.
You have maybe 7 feet, of width to work with here
Wow,
over the
that's-
entirety of the
Inside a
tunnel.
foot.
What?
If you flip Vittorio,
Crowley is a carrion creature. He can go inside pretty much anything that is dead. That he
even
can
an entire
manipulate.
corpse?
Maybe you haven't tried.
What if we come back to the Den of Bones, we throw Crowley into Thrax, the champion of Corvillia, and then we walk up to Red Keep and we're like, yo, we are mates, we are boys, we are the gang.
Chop his
Let's-
head off! You
and
chopped
then-
his head
yeah.
off!
You can put it in his head.
Thrax just goes, and the vampires go, oh yeah, Thrax, buddy, welcome back. You've been missing for like 70 years.
What if you put
Dude,
him
you
inside
dapped me up.
Thrax and he grows little spider legs and he looks just like Ennui but miniature?
Epic as fuck.
And if we can just use Crowley as super glue for the neck.
Of course.
For dead people.
But
Over glue pet.
7 feet width. That's not a lot to work with. Yeah.
It's really not for a
If you-
halberd of a 10-foot reach.
Vittorio lays horizontally, he's gonna get stuck.
Yeah.
Damn. Vincent's
sorry
about
to
to
just,
see what Vincent's about to experience the fucking entry scene of Goblin Slayer right here.
oh my god,
no.
no.
Oh no.
Clink!
I'm gonna just look at Vincent's like, well, just do it without weapons. Since Cyrus is holding out his fist.
Oh no.
I'd rather not. I'm more of a weapon fighter than a fist fighter.
Yeah, I'm not a fist fighter either, so this is evenly matched.
You happen to have scales and claws. I happen to have very subtle flesh.
I might my scales soften. They I fought Vittoria to have them harden up, but they softened again. So come on, let's go.
I'm not buying that. That's a load of shit.
Good work, Vincent. Never
One
believe
time
bullshit.
Vittorio beat my meat so hard that it became tougher.
Well,
It didn't last that long though.
Put down the pen, Carmen. Put down the fucking pen.
Funnily enough, the first time Zarius did that, Vittoria was actually just finished with that. So
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is great out of context. It's
We need to clip this.
Clip that.
contest.
It's like, just come on. There's no room to swing a fucking glaive here. Come on.
I don't know. I could use it as a poking tool.
Well, yeah, but just bring down the fists. Come on.
Sure, man. Okay.
Let's go.
I'll unclip my cloak and drop it.
Cyrus will do that. Okay, so we agree to do fists.
Well, my other choice is a halberd that is far wider and taller than this entire hallway, and I think that's going to be a disadvantage for me.
Okay, Cyrus holds out his hands and then just literally flexes claws that come out of his fingers.
Yep.
All right, take all the advantages you need, big guy.
Vincent, do you need some support?
No, I've got this. Ugh.
Thumbs up.
Oh, this is gonna go horribly. Like,
Are you guys
It's
gonna
gonna
actually
go well.
duel?
I assume we're not gonna actually like
I thought we were
fight.
just sparring,
Like-
you know.
We're
My dear
sparring.
boy.
We're like not full on punching to kill. We're
Good
just
job. Don't kill
practicing.
the dueling rules of Etharis.
Yeah, I'm pulling out the dueling rules as we speak.
Go!
Us
Zarius,
critting with our
guys,
one-
you shouldn't whittle each other down. There might be a beast around you. Zarius 30 seconds later, bloodied out of the ground.
Down! Throw down, losers!
Damn,
Oh,
dueling rules with fists. Just, I don't know if that works.
Crits
Your
with 2
strength check.
damage.
They would literally deal 20 damage with their fist.
Context. It's fine.
So the context is that these dueling rules were ones that I pulled out of a Heroes of the Orient campaign book, which was a Kickstarter that was around, and I adapted them a few times for my game until they made a bit more sense and required a lot less faff. And
You
now here we are,
If you want, we can also play Face Off.
and everyone dies.
It's a very popular tavern game in several places in the world that I never got the chance to play with you guys just yet, but hey. We
You
can
should
just
invite us.
it's literally a contest where you slap each other in the face, but you can punch each other for this one.
Let's go.
The rules are the hits must be clean with the open palm and directly onto the cheek, but you guys can just blow fists, that's fine.
Okay. Phrasing.
The only defense is your fortitude compared to the strength and accuracy of
Your
attacker.
fortitude.
Literally, how well you can take it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why Vittorio beat the fuck out of me. Not because he was stronger, because he could just take all my hits.
I can imagine.
Each of you-
Oh my god.
each
that
of
would be
you-
such a good meme.
Have endurance points equal to your constitution modifier, so note that down.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, I noted it down.
Oh,
That's a quick one for me.
Like father, like son.
Arguably, this is Zarius' second lowest stat, but you know.
It is my lowest stat.
Do any of you have proficiency in con saves?
No.
Unarmed strike?
Everyone has
Dex
proficiency in
saves.
unarmed strikes.
Deck saves. Towards saying deck saves.
Efficiency in dex saves?
Oh,
A charisma or intelligence of 13 or higher, or wisdom of 13 or higher.
I got
Oh, I have
all
a
of,
charisma of higher.
I got all of those 13 or higher.
I think I'm just gonna have to make this a minimum of 1, otherwise Vincent has an endurance of 0 and he automatically
Vincent was a
loses.
fighter, right?
Oh, what?
Vincent is a fighter subclass, right?
No, I don't want this anymore. I want White's dual tactics instead. This is a sham.
Yeah, you wanna go duel? That's fine with me too.
Zero
no,
points from the gate.
A
This is
duel
a
actually
sham.
does damage, bro. A duel does actual damage.
It's fine. We're not going to actually hurt each other.
Okay.
White's
But
such
the
a
duel is
pussy
gonna
fan.
end. We're gonna duel with our fists.
Outright killed my players with these rules.
Yeah, but we're not gonna kill each other. These are just gonna represent our hit points. But this is our. Shut up! We're not gonna actually deal any damage.
These are like 6th level characters, 8th level characters, almost outright killing them with one attack.
Jesus.
Me dueling the High Knight and getting insta-killed by the
Me looking at
fucking
my hit
dueling.
points.
Okay, because you guys are using your fists, which is only like strength modifier damage. That's fine. Plus
Nice.
plus the everything else. All right. In the first round of your sparring, the both of you stand 5 feet apart, and you ready every muscle in your body, from your legs to your tippy toes, all the way up your back, for a non-deadly strike.
Of course, non-deadly.
You both get to make a check to increase your odds. You can choose between a strength check to strike hard and fast, or a dexterity check to strike quickly and with pinpoint accuracy, and hopefully deal some damage.
I'll do dexterity.
You add your proficiency bonus to the roll if you are wielding a weapon with which you are proficient, which is your fists, which you're proficient with unarmed strikes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I need both of you to GM roll me
Okay,
this
Wait,
check.
so
I am rolling Arcana because that is literally the same as what you're saying.
So what am I rolling? Dex.
Dex plus proficiency.
Dex plus proficiency. Well, I'm not sure if
Zarius.
um
If it's set onto the little incognito sign, then it's the private.
yeah, that should do it. Plus my proficiency, which is okay. That should work. I don't know if it worked. Jesus Lord Christ.
Doesn't sound like it did, bro.
Right, oh no, that is without my proficiency. I think. Yeah, it is.
3 more.
So add 3 more. Jesus, these
I
are
assume this is also not. I assume this is not one punch. This is like a flurry of blows. Because I know dueling is only one hit, but it's like a. As you know, boxing is more of a dance.
Too bad for you.
I don't know, by the way, mine actually was private or not. I don't know if it did.
It was. I couldn't see it, so.
Private indeed. If it's a little grayed out, then it's private.
I see.
Okay, let's see. All right. Second round. You praise one another. You're looking for signs of weakness. For their training. For the reflexes in their stance. You gain 1 attempt at making an insight check against the other. To see what the other person rolled.
Okay.
Potentially.
Let's get it all just out of the way first. I'm calling it now. Let's go. Oh, okay. All right.
What time am I rolling the same thing again?
You are rolling an insight check with wisdom.
Privately, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Jesus, good lord, man.
But you find it very hard to get a read on Zarius. Zarius' stance is very strange.
Oh my god.
I mean, arguably,
It's kind of looking like maybe it's because he's from another region, or maybe he's just like trying to throw you off by pretending he doesn't have any technique whatsoever.
Darius is doing
Zarius,
the boiled shrimp.
Zarius, you know that Vincent rolled a 10.
Okay. What does the difference mean again? Like
What do you mean?
in the like with these scores? What I remember there was something with the difference between scores, right?
Between yours and his?
Yeah, there was something with that. I don't know the dueling rules, so
The difference is the person who goes the highest in the first, who rolled the highest, gets to strike first.
Okay.
But this second stance where you make an insight check is where you can still give up on the duel if you think, oh shit, they rolled way too high. you can still chicken out, you know.
I was like, could I just deceive him and be like, oh no, wait, let me do that. Let's go. Kidding. Darius will, since this is sparring, he's gonna go at it anyway. Yeah.
All right, Vincent, you get to make the first check. You can make an attack roll with advantage against Zarius. Unarmed strike. There's no twice a damage die because this is just an unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike, baby.
That's also with strength.
Is this still private, by the way?
Nope.
Oh, just straightforward. Is
You
there
also
a nat?
you get to add the result of your stance phase, so you get to add +10 to the damage.
Yep. It's
Okay.
tight.
Well, I don't have a button for an arm strike, so
It would just be
That's a strength check, right?
+3.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Plus
It's
3.
just-
Unless you have minus strength, but I'm not sure about that.
I do not. Oh, I think I proudly said that.
You can reveal it, I think.
You can just right click and reveal.
I've revealed it.
Yep.
And
Huzzah!
this is the
That's a hit. My AC is just 13, so that's a hit.
that is most assuredly a hit. Your damage, it's a straight up damage, like you straight up deal 12 damage to Sarius with a punch.
That's the most damage I've ever dealt in my life.
Strike like a viper, like right in, like jabbing your fingers into like the side of Zarius's neck. Zarius, you can make an attack roll as well.
Let's see.
Can you even deal damage with your
14.
strength?
14
It's
misses.
one. Do you have armor on?
Yeah, I have my stuff on.
No, Zarius, it didn't take armor. It's like, bruh.
Get fucked.
I only took my cloak off.
Zarius is just like, fine. I feel like this is cheating.
Literally punch his fucking iron plating. It's
You
like,
go to punch me in the gut and you just hit chainmail.
glorious chainmail
He's
mastery.
fighting dirty even when he's fighting without a weapon.
It's like fine. Dirty fighting? Fine. And I'm gonna do primal savagery activating, not
Okay, that's
actually
damage
attacking
though.
you.
That's damage. Hello.
Whoa.
I'm not
This man
I'm
going
not
lethal.
attacking. I'm not attacking Vincent. I am more doing it as a show.
Oh.
Bringing acid winds
You
out
have your
as a-
scales, I have my chainmail, buddy. What's up?
Let's
But
go.
my skills don't provide defense. What the fuck are you talking about?
Scales.
Maybe you should have reinforced them then.
Gracious.
Maybe you should try taking them off.
Take off your scales or
Hey,
else.
rule number 1 that Ep don't be never fight fair.
Make me another attack. Are you guys gonna just punch each other to death for 1
Abe
to
is
3
just
damage?
I mean, this is a brawl, right? So it's not. We're not dealing
The
damage.
answer is yes. They're gonna beat each other to shit until they're
You want
content.
me to stylize this in terms of rolling?
I'm making a meme. Give me a second.
Without hurting each other.
Hmm?
They want to hurt each other without hurting each other.
I know. How do I?
It is more, at least from Zarius' perspective, he's more fighting with technique. Like instead of like full on punching someone in the chest, he is like tapping. You know what I mean? He's
You're
doing
just
that.
now throwing molten acid on them.
No. He brought the wings out because it looks cool.
It looks cool. Oh my god. So yes, how am I gonna stylize this to some rolls that are not just attack rolls?
Skill challenge.
Can I grapple him into submission?
Kill each other.
Yeah, sure. Grapple him into submission. Let's make some. Let's make it the pit fighting downtime.
Oh, that is yeah.
I can dig a pit if you need.
No.
Oh.
Why are you so sad? What the hell?
If it's back to my turn, then I would like to attempt to submit to bring him into submission.
Very well.
Grappling time.
You can choose to make 3 checks: strength, athletics, dexterity, acrobatics, and a special constitution check. Or you can replace one of these things with an attack roll that uses one of your weapons, which I guess is your fists in this case. So like just a normal unarmed strike.
Okay.
The constitution check has a bonus equal to 1 roll of your largest hit die.
I think we both agree on
acrobatics.
something. No, we need to do all 3. It's not.
need to do 3
okay.
of
I
them.
thought you said one of them. Okay, my bad.
I'd like to replace.
No, you
my
can
strength
replace one of them.
athletics with an attack roll.
Understandable.
So the options were acrobatics, athletics, and
Oh, you need to do all 3. You have athletics, acrobatics, and a
Yep.
con check with your con added to it, plus a roll of your hit dice roll. And one of these three can be replaced with an attack roll, which is just strength. So it would be it would just be
Right,
plus your
yeah.
proficiency.
So
It would
I'll
be
replace the
another-
con one with just an attack roll for my fists.
You get
Okay.
to add your hit die on top of the con roll, by the way.
Yeah, normally you get to add your
Oh.
One
hit
roll
die.
of your hit die, except for you, that's a D10 to your con roll.
Oh, then yeah, I'll stick to con then.
All right. Roll me your results.
Okay, this is the first one for the weapon attack roll.
All right.
8.
Gorgeous.
Let's go.
All right,
Fight me.
I'll do it in order. Then I guess I'll do acrobatics first.
Oh, I thought we were matching them. Okay, that doesn't really.
Because I don't have one of the attack rolls. Because I'm doing acrobatics, athletics, and then the con one. So
Yeah, but wait, what are you? So you're not replacing any? Okay.
no, I'm just going straight.
And then this one would be fighting your athletics because I'm replacing my athletics with this. So this would be against
okay.
athletics.
Then do you want me to roll athletics?
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
I can also roll acrobatics so that you can keep that, and we just roll both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. Do, 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 do. So what did you do this session? Oh, we're fighting. We're trying to grapple this thick lizard into submission, but he's just worming his way out. He squiggles, he squoodles, and you're pretty sure his scales are like sweating or something because he just slips right through your fingers. He's excreting some sort of dragon juice to let himself be slipping out of this grasp.
What the fuck?
Must be the case.
and then you realize that sweat is actually just a small level of acid, and you're like, ah!
Grab him by the horns.
Good
All
God.
Grab his dick and twist it.
Jesus fucking Christ! What was that thing? This was your athletics, right? And then acrobatics.
Yeah, my acrobatics was the 8, or my athletics was the 8. So
Yeah,
that's
so I'll do athletics now against his 8.
Yo.
Yeah, so you win the second one.
All right.
It all comes
deciding
down
factor.
to this.
See,
So it comes down to this, eh?
So,
Con,
so it's con plus.
it's
so for you
con plus
straight D20
your hit dice.
What was that?
Constitution, so a D20 for you straight plus
Yeah.
a roll of your hit die.
Which is a D10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a D20. Oh, for fuck's sake.
So does this mean I win?
Yes, eventually you do manage to win.
Can I describe it?
Yeah, of course.
After the grappling match and a flurry of blows as we are fighting to the end, because he agrees that to fight dirty because you have armor on. As he blocks away both of your arms to the side, he literally just brings in his face with the two horns right towards yours, and moves a little bit to the right so that one of the points is just directly in front of your face, and then stops right in front of it. The thing he tried to do with Vittorio like 3 times, and Vittorio blocked it 3 times.
Dirty fighters, both of you.
Of your teeth.
All right, I'll put my hands up and I'll just be like, okay, all right, fair. You win.
It's like, ah.
I'm telling you, man, it's those scales. And you became all slippy at some point. I don't know. You're built weird.
Oh yeah, Zaris just like shows, and it's just some green acid glows behind his scales.
I feel like I was going into an uneven match as soon as I stepped foot in it.
You were wearing armor. Zaris looks at you.
I'll just cover myself with my cloak. No, I wasn't. Pure cloth under here, baby. Nothing else. Cloth and almost metal-like skin.
Sure. That's what my hands felt like when I punched it.
Damn.
Looks at Vittorio and Eb. How it's going there.
Yeah.
Right now, Eb is just like doing a slow clap, looking between you two. That was good old scrap.
Uh-huh. Well, old man, looks like you and me are up then.
cracks his neck.
All right, let's just not try to
I feel
cut
like
it.
we should have a safe word or something, like, I don't know, color system.
Like color system.
Red is like, stop, this is going too far, and green is all is well, we can continue. Yellow is like, me asking you if how you're doing.
I'm a bit confused. You just want us to shout out a color?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not doing this to, fucking kill you.
Uh-huh.
Or you could just say stop. That's probably simpler.
I suppose that works as well, yeah. He's like, looks at you. I know you're a bit rusty, but I imagine you know not to brutally stab me as we spar, right?
I'll try not to kill you.
Squints.
Are you alright? But as you said, I am a bit rusty. Are you alright with me giving my best?
I'm not gonna hold back.
Good. He draws his short sword. Are you ready?
Suppose as ready as I'll ever be. Roll clemency.
Suddenly, Ebb disappears in a puff of mist and is in front of you. Let's roll.
Wow, very rude. All right. Do we also start with dueling then?
I would hope so.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. DM roll.
Strength or dexterity check, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so. Okay.
You can also roll the insight check.
Inside.
Oh yeah, just to preface, all of these attacks are non-lethal.
Mm-hmm.
Just putting it out there.
All right. Vittorio.
Yeah.
You know that Ebb rolled higher than you.
I see.
He rolled a 24.
That's higher.
God damn.
My practice in the caverns have been paying off, guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I mean, Jorah's not gonna
You're
back
big
down.
and strong. You can handle this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It did also promise to spar with them. So.
All right. Go ahead then.
Very well.
Ebb goes first.
You see Ebb, begin to slash. But his body turns around, like doing a 180, and the blade completely misses as his other hand actually goes towards your body. Let's see. Ooh. This is 21 to hit.
Wow,
6
that is
plus twice sneak attack because it's double rolls. That's 12. That's 25 plus 24, I believe, right? Jesus Christ, I didn't realize it would be that high. Okay, yeah.
how much? 24 plus 25?
Should be, right?
I see. Where do you stab, Vittorio?
Properly across the chest. Non-lethal,
That's
as I said.
place you could stab Vittorio.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Are they doubling dice? And I thought we were only doubling dice because we were punching.
Nope.
No,
We
the
double
dual
all
rule
damage
basically
dice.
doubles dice.
Oh, okay.
The one that starts first. Yeah.
Mhm.
Good lord, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, you stab and or slice across Vittorio's chest, which that's not very nice. And you can immediately see that Vittorio's posture goes from yes, this is a friendly sparring match to yes, he is now very angry.
Oh no.
Okay, but you're still up. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't use a short sword. 'Cause that
No,
would have been,
it's not
extra
good.
2d6.
It's not good for you.
I'm going.
Vittorio,
I'm doing
go
fine.
ahead.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Okay. I will.
Same conditions.
Yeah, it is not at a. Let's see. I added that to that. Let's see if clemency rolls properly. Oh, I can't do this.
22.
That hits.
I don't know why it did that. However, it is also this.
Why did it output twice?
I don't know. It's something with the sheets or modules, I guess.
Oh dear.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Oops. Clemency stabbing someone. Let's go.
So it is 15 plus 1, so that's 16, and then it's an additional plus 6 from the my initial check.
No, damn, you're quite low.
It's double damage dice for everyone.
Alright.
Oh, it's double extra. Okay, very well.
That's
Then
nice.
it's okay, then it's 30, 32 and
It's
Except
not
double dice.
32. This is not the same roll, please.
Extra dice.
Roll the actual damage. Like, just because it rolled twice, they just copied the same roll. It's not.
Oh,
an
yeah, it
actual-
did.
Your sheet is just copying every single roll, like.
yeah, well, I haven't
there we
changed
go.
anything, so
No, it's fine. I'm just telling you.
all right, 25,
Damage.
28
29.
plus
Damn.
and plus 6 from the initial stance
Uh,
check.
So that's a total of
35.
35. I'll have you know my HP max is 23.
Well,
Oh,
you
however-
now have.
However,
You have resistance.
However, he
I did use
also
Mistwalker.
plays dirty.
I did play 30. My son yelled out the correct thing.
I remember it.
Hmm.
I have resistance to all damage currently.
So you have 6 HP.
No, incorrect. I also have this little silly ability called Uncanny
Oh.
Dodge.
Oh, this man really is playing dirty.
This is such a dirty rogue.
Look, when
Before-
you're out there, your only fighting style is you fight to survive.
Mhm.
This is a duel. Honorable
duel.
dueling has been tarnished.
Canny dodge.
Oh.
So who wins in the end? Anyway, we're gonna do the quick pit fighting roll so we can move on with session.
Hang on, was it 32?
It's 35, half to 17, half to
Is it?
8.
Vittorio and Zarya's later. It's like, yeah, all dark elves are just dirty.
Vittoria and
fighters. Don't
Zarius
ever fight
later
with
that
them.
night, both with the knife over the other elf's head. They look at each other. Oh, fancy meeting you there.
The elf opens their eyes.
They give an understanding nod to each other as they plunge.
All right. Yes.
Let's do these quick rolls.
Yeah. Athletics.
So we can actually get to the map that I've put you on
Yeah.
an hour ago.
Athletics. Oh, why? Is this?
We can
That's
stop
the pit.
measuring our schlongs against each other. What an
That's the
absolute
pit
mad
fighting
moment.
rules.
Ah, okay. So, Dex.
Acrobatics, athletics, constitution.
Oh, acrobatics.
Or you can replace one of them with a weapon attack.
Yes.
I rolled athletics, so you're still rolling privately, by the way.
There we
Oh,
go.
okay. Well, what are you replacing athletics with? Or are you rolling athletics at all? Because they're opposed.
How bad are you looking?
Lupus,
Please do the thing.
Okay.
which thing are you replacing athletics with?
I'm sorry. I'm having an extreme
Okay.
brain aneurysm.
Yes.
currently.
Pit fighting rules, athletics, acrobatics, a special con check. You need to roll 3 of these. They are opposed. You can replace one of them with a weapon attack. I started with athletics. So if you're not rolling athletics, are you replacing that with a weapon attack?
I'll replace the con check.
You'll replace the con check. Okay. So then you need
So,
to roll a athletics check, and I am replacing my acrobatics with a weapon attack.
okay. Athletics is equal.
Mm-hmm.
Acrobatics
Is equal.
equal.
All right, and then it's the special con check.
Vittorio with 20 con.
Question mark.
Oof.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
This dude.
My
Say
brother, come join me.
Clash for Clash, you guys are. I wouldn't say it's all like evenly matched because you are obviously very different in your styles and your constitution, your strength and your dexterity. But you can feel that the raw power of Vittorio like slides across your blade, and there's just like there's a ting, the screech of metal on metal several times. And this is equally, Vittorio, the amount of times you try to use brute force to get the upper hand over Ebb. You can feel that there's just a little bit too much give. If you try to grapple him, he grapples you back, like literally just thighs around your fucking neck or something. And it does like a little monkey like upside down spider climb.
These walls are narrow. My arms and legs are wide. I can literally just run. If you just fucking do an acrobatic 180.
And so you guys are matched until the final moment, where Ebb, instead of just pushing through and going for raw strength like Vittorio, reaches out with the blade, and Vittorio catches the blade with his hand
Pog.
and just holds on. Even as Ebb is like, wait a minute. This is a blade you are holding in your hand.
What this looks like is, you remember Ebb's silver wedding gift rings, or betrothal rings, I guess.
Mhm.
Now that you're able to grab his right hand, that's recently been reattached, and you see that you didn't see it before. There's a blades like claws connecting them.
Final sting.
Do you read it? Do you speak Elven?
Me having to actually check my languages. I'm pretty sure I don't. Nope.
Very well.
Well, if you could read Elven, you would see that the ring says one ring to bind, like, dark to bind.
Indeed.
But you don't, so, like, no worries at all. Alright. And so it is Vittorio, through perseverance, who gains the upper hand at the end here. By literally pushing through. And catching the final sting in his hand to deal the blow. The last blow. That will end this sparring session.
You see Eb is like very much panting and covered in sweat. I was like, oh, that was a good scrap.
Yeah, I suppose it was in one way. It's still like clutching your wrist. Just looks at you. Yeah, well, I guess the both of you like to fight dirty then. Good to know. I'll let go of your wrist.
Zarius will sort of sorry.
Sort of tilts his head a bit. I thought we were supposed to go all out.
Darius will then sort of like hold out his hand to high five. Vittoria's like, well, at least skill beats dirty fighting.
Wow.
Vittoria does not meet the high five.
Yeah, fucking
Zarius is standing there. Alright!
Can I meet the high five instead? Can I walk past and just high five?
well, Zarius, if he does get what he waited, he just high fives himself.
One of those awkward moments where like nobody meets your high five, so you just start clapping instead. You're like, yeah, I never meant to do that. Hee hee.
Eb pats you on the shoulder, Vittorio. With you by Vincent's side, I'll have no worries.
Yes, the only thing you get back is a
I mean, can I insight that?
Sure.
I mean, I think I know what it is. Just in case.
Yeah.
Anger.
You're not gonna have a son for too long.
No insight, no charisma. Hey, you have -2 charisma, I have -2 insight. It balances out,
Yeah, it
right?
balances out. I don't know. Maybe it sounds like one of the understanding grunts you may or may not have heard Vittorio make in the past. It could also be that he's just fucking pissed currently. It's kind of hard to tell.
Nods. All right, now let's get some rest.
Indeed, and rest we shall.
Tokus is already asleep.
Yes. So now we skip back ahead to the next day.
Wee.
Where Tokas finally has caught enough sleep to realize that he's in a complete wrong direction. And he's like, oh wait, the Denabone was here. I remember. It wasn't even that hard, guys.
I am also done learning Isondae. Now I can speak with Leviathans of the sea.
Yeah, you can indeed speak Leviathan.
Wait, who was going to get it after you?
Oh,
I don't know.
Lawrence has used it. Tokus
I
has
haven't
used
used it yet. I'd like it to use it.
Delphine has used it.
Everyone has used it but Zarius, so I guess Zarius can use it.
Yay!
Alright, Darius. While you guys go and explore the Den of Bones, can you roll me the check?
What check?
Well, first I need to write down the date. What is the current date?
9th.
9th of...
It takes a d4 plus 1 week.
The 9th of what day is it?
Core. The date is literally on the fucking screen, Darius.
There's a calendar.
You have a calendar in front of you.
Sol Scoeur.
Heart of Summer in French, yes?
No.
No, it is most certainly.
Okay. Damn, it's summer and we're locked inside the depths of a mountain.
Roll me a d23. Yeah, you're missing the height of summer. It's okay. Sometimes it's warm in the caves.
No.
Damn, that's not very high.
It's truly Vincent's words nightmare. Imagine not being outdoors in the best month. I mean, the best season of the year, man. Truly.
D10, there's some like funny things.
I
The
hope it's
hell?
something really funny.
You learn
Six.
fish.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the fuck is this? What?
Oh, no, 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 no!
I have this book. I have this book. I need to just pick up the book real quick.
You learned animated object.
Now we're going to Tome of Beasts, one of my favorite.
Learn the language of bees.
You are most assuredly learning the language of a crab. I just need to double check.
Yes!
Crustacean.
Oh my god.
I love how the difference is between someone learns the language of water dragons, leviathans, and someone else learns the language of a water leaper and a crab.
Yeah, boy.
Let's go.
That's what it be about.
And then I need to roll a
You
d4 to
pronounce
see
this
how
word.
long, right?
Alright. You learned the language of the garroter crab. It is a crab. I mean, these are vicious crabs. These are literally crabs capable of strangling people with their huge claws.
Nice.
But they are tiny beasts.
Nice.
What the fuck?
Snip, 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 snip.
And
Tiny
I
beasts.
and
They
I
have,
need to
like-
roll d4 to see. It's a d4 plus
Plus
1
one.
week, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, 1 to 2.
Nice.
1 week to learn crab.
2 weeks.
2 weeks to learn crab.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is it a language that's probably ever going to be used? No, but I want it.
You can literally write down freshwater crab language.
Nice. I can speak to water crabs in freshwater soon.
Freshwater crabs.
Makes bubbling sound with your mouth.
What's the distinction between seawater crabs?
I know I can already do that by casting speak with animals, but I can now just do it in their own language.
Start frothing at the mouth. Alright, I'm gonna quickly get a drink. I advise you to do the same, and after that, we can move on.
Very well. It is time to get the drinks.
I'll
Chat,
be right back.
please hydrate. I will do
And
the
stay
same.
hydrated.
And do not dehydrate.
It is pretty bad to dehydrate. Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Also, with the description, the GIF I posted in the recap, that is literally what Vittorio did.
I will go look at it before I grab my drink.
Also, Faris, I rolled a what if in Etharis rolling. Had I used a short sword, and rolled this, as I did, you would have been at 1 hit point instead.
Vittorio, who's like, alright, I make 2 attacks, then I action surge, I make 2 more attacks, now try to uncanny dodge this.
Yeah, basically. I mean, Ib and Victoria are like polar opposites in some ways.
Yeah.
Nothing can survive a level 5 fighter, besides maybe a barbarian.
Or a rogue.
No, a rogue cannot survive
Rogue
a
can
level
survive 1
5 fighter.
attack. at least.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There is very little classes that can take a full action surge of 4 attacks head on and not die.
Oh, and to be fair,
Wait, 4 attacks, great sword, great weapon.
Great Master, yeah, fucking Battle Master with superiority dice to just take 50,000
Why aren't
damage.
you fighting back? It's still not my turn, man.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, if
Um,
this were a real battle, Eb would have also, backed off like 30 feet, and your speed would have been reduced by 10 feet.
So
So, yeah.
I don't think you. Yeah. So Vincent, oh no, Brandon. I know you know the story of Callista in my game and how they
Oh,
how
God.
Oh yes, I've heard.
encountered her, but like it all came about in like this duel kind of situation where people are competing to become to basically join the the elite team, the elite guard that works directly under the emperor, basically the emperor's private super army.
Yeah.
And yeah, so there's some dueling stuff going on. And I've got one player played by Jarix, you've probably seen around, and he plays he is playing a the build. He is a half orc, he is a champion fighter, he has Orcish Fury. You know where this is going.
Yeah.
So he crits and it just combat ends. So naturally I put him in a scenario where he could use the dueling rules. And he was ecstatic because he realized that this increases his potential damage massively.
I'm back.
But teensy little problem. His opponent rolled higher and then went first, and he's like, "It's fine. I can just Orcish Fury. I could take the attack, and even if it drops me, if it somehow deals like that much damage, there's no way it can kill me outright." Right?
Right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So enter in Alcrown's God Callistra. She has multiple levels in Paladin and multiple levels in Rogue.
Oh no, I see where this is going.
So if you only got one attack, and that attack, all the damage multipliers get multiplied again, obviously it's an attack paired with the sneak attack, paired with the smite,
Mm-hmm.
plus the dueling rule, extra damage, and potentially even extra damage on top of that, if it is a crit. Luckily, it wasn't a crit, but it was so much damage that he was almost outright killed. Anyway, and then he Orcish Fury to 1 hit point, and then he hit her. He crit in the most amazing moment. She then was like, "Okay, I take the damage, but consider the fact that I am a redemption paladin. Please make me a wisdom save."
Oh no.
So that he almost outright killed himself with his own damage. But he survived, and he got permitted to pass to the next round anyway.
Jesus.
But yeah, after witnessing that, Amber's character sprouted wings and literally just like flew out the city.
Goodbye.
She was like, "All right, I'm leaving. I'm out.
I'm not hanging around.
I don't want any of this."
Alestina looking at the stage like the DiCaprio pointing meme.
Hey,
Wait a minute.
wait a second. And then, of course, this was all compounded by her taking off the helmet and Amber's character having the realization of, wait a second.
Hmm.
But yeah, duels. Use them.
Oh, I fucking love rogues.
I don't know. Is she good?
I don't know.
like, use some like player kind of adjacent kind of ideas.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
wondering.
used to build them like player characters, but then I realized I can just use adjacent NPC stat blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've always been wondering about that for like bosses and very important character. Do you just, take an NPC stat block or a monster stat block and then
Yes.
modify it?
That
Yes, I
monster and NPC stat blocks always. There are some exceptions where I give some of my bosses player classes, but then it's often only for people in disguise.
Yeah, but
Like I've had like dragons that shift in a paladin of this for this level.
and in that way you just use a player character sheet for that
yeah,
one.
I think-
often, but most of the time I will never use class levels against the party because it's just hard to balance.
Yeah. I think it depends on the DM, but I never ever use a character sheet for any NPC or creature I make ever.
Yeah. I yes, it's actually answered the question since you asked me in particular. I generally I like to do I kind of like to do what Mark does with was doing in that Pokemon game. I take 2 stat blocks for 2 creatures. Sometimes they're not even fucking related, even slightly to each other, and I just slap them together. And I take the highest stats across both of them. Like if this creature has like 18 strength and the other creature has 10, then the combined creature has 18 strength, for example.
I see.
I think a good example of that is the what was it? The Magmapus? Yes, that's what I called it. Where I took a giant octopus and I took a black pudding and I put them together, and then I removed the acid damage and used fire damage instead. And let's just say the player in mithril armor fucking screamed when they informed them that their mithril armor was now a -1. And they were like,
God.
Mithril's non-magical. Mithril's non-magical. What are you doing, grappling me?
To jump in there, I also want to say there are only personally for me there's a rare occasions where I make a complete stat block myself, and that is for really unique or important monsters.
Yeah, that's understandable. I was more confused on the NPC stat block versus player character sheet, using that straight up for the NPCs or NPCs.
I mean,
I use player stat blocks I use player character sheets for some of the NPCs in this campaign, and it's namely the ones that I either already know, like they've been converted from a normal NPC in the background that doesn't even have a sheet to your companion, or I think they might be a potential companion for you in the future.
But would you use it
Some of
against
them
your
are, like, hybrid.
players?
I mean,
If you decided to fight Vasily for some reason, like you just want to beef with this man, then yeah, I would have to use a hybrid player NPC sheet against you. But
I will also say that I do sometimes use player features for monsters, which I think is different than giving them full
it's different.
player class features.
Yeah,
like
same.
sometimes give a monster rage, or I give them sneak attack or smite,
Yeah.
but they wouldn't work the same way it works for a player. Well, sneak attack would, but they wouldn't work the same way as a player. With, for example, rage, I've given a lot of monsters in the original Tarovia game had the ability to use transcendent, which is basically a ability that refilled their entire HP and basically made them a bigger monster. It's very similar to how the mythic dragons work.
I see.
Just the Dark Souls boss, basically.
When you fight Judix Yunder.
What I basically do is I find a monster that I like. There are so many monsters out there, it's very unlikely that I'm gonna create something that is unique, so like why even bother?
I don't know.
There's so many third-party like things out there that you can just build a monster that build upon a monster that has like the basic things already. Like
I mean,
I have a creature that is where are you? I believe it is a actually it's not, it's Anton, I think. I have this one creature that's like a rogue, but it's actually like an Eberron. Oh no, wait, it's another guy. Ah, yes. My first iteration of the NPC that Toka's inhabited in his vision of this NPC fighting with a bloodthirster was actually man, it's like a very high CR Eberron monster.
The Lord of Blades.
Yeah, the Lord of Blades.
Yeah.
I just reskinned the Lord of Blades.
Yeah.
I think I know. I will say some of the satisfaction you get from making your own monster that people really feel unique. I've had with the Wall Maiden is one of the first monsters I made, and my players loved it. The Wall Maiden was effectively an immobile monster. Like she literally couldn't move. And all the players had to do in her very specific, unique arena was get to her to try and attack her. But each time they would get to her, they would be pushed back. And she had all these abilities about movement control, like she could manipulate where people were standing. And then you get this really cool, unique fight. I think the same I had with to be fair, this wasn't a unique monster, but it was an iron giant or an iron golem that had a very unique arena to it, which gives all. If you give a monster a unique arena, it will change the entire way that monsters proceed. So you can even
but
do new things with as monster that players already know.
Are you saying a monster in its lair is perhaps a more difficult encounter than a monster?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
You're being
But
insane.
I mean,
You're spitting
yeah, but
insanity.
you say that, but you know how many DMs I have played with that have never used monster layer actions?
That is very sad.
Like the first DM I played with never had a monster have any abilities through layers or anything. It was always
Nice.
the monster.
nice, very
And
nice.
when you first introduce layer actions, they are so cool, even with monsters that don't really have layers. Like, some monsters that might be like CR6 but have layer actions despite not really being a, monster with a full-on layer. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
A cool spin on that I have used is lieutenants, where like you have the ancient and in my university West Marches, you had the highest level players fighting this ancient red dragon outside of its lair. But meanwhile, the next bracket down was fighting its like lieutenant general, and the lieutenant general had all the layer actions of the ancient red dragon, and it was just like it just made it so much more interesting and tied into the fact that this guy is second in command. He's not just you're not getting the butt end of the stick. You are getting a piece of the red dragon.
All right. I think we can park this conversation. I think everybody's had a break.
Mhm.
Yep.
We can continue.
Let's go.
Put that ambience back up. Please don't mute my beautiful Alestina the White.
The
Wise.
white. Damn.
I was thinking of Gandalf for a moment there.
Privilege, Alistina.
Risen from the dead. Guys,
do
what if
love.
Alestina dies in Avernus and she just comes back across the hill with 300 horsemen?
That'd be cool.
Alestina the White.
And a bunch of eagles. Don't forget them.
Alestina the Privileged.
It would just be Jarlaxle. Pretending
Would
to be
it?
Alestina.
Like Alestina and her army, which is Jarlaxle.
Alestina's evil twin would be Malestina.
Stop.
Jarlaxle and his silly little gang.
I want you to
Jarlaxle.
remember that if you turn evil because Sal dies, Jalax will still be by your side.
I really appreciate that. I thought that this White during this thing, if Alestina dies, I'm going evil. If Sal dies, I'm going lit. I'm sorry.
I see.
Ape shit.
Like, if someone said to me, Sal died, and you can't bring him back no matter what, this whole world is going to shit. I'm sorry.
What if it's a lie?
You become emperor just to declare war on the world.
Consider that with Nox by your side, we could get an undead army on ours.
You could also get
Black
your
King will be
husband
nothing.
back.
Yeah, we're gonna go and visit the Black King soon.
All right, party.
Let's go.
That's us.
You are back.
We are back.
This is
In the
back
den.
again.
Of bones.
And this was after 1.5 to 2 days travel.
1.5 days of travel.
1.5 days, indeed.
So
You are once again in the caves of remembrance, where primitive paintings depicting battles against twisted monstrosities decorate the walls of the tunnel. There are still these large urns marked with the imagery of monsters. And this nightmarish shrine made of weathered bones on the opposite side.
Cyrus will point to his left, aka this, and say, "No touchy, no touchy." Also
Well-
points at this, "No touchy."
So I take it you've all been here before.
We
Yes.
have. We're chasing a person and didn't really succeed. I think we should go back to the pedestal with the shadow steel. That's where we found Thrax. Maybe there's a clue around here.
I think we should explore the part of the cave that we haven't explored yet and look at
do you think we
Topaz.
should be stealthy?
That is a good idea.
We should.
Video tutorial, why didn't you have dark vision?
What?
Oh, good. Continue.
We are stealthing.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was about to say. He's like, yeah, we should probably try and.
You don't.
Oh,
We don't
no.
roll stealth right
Not
now.
1 for a total of 12.
Yep.
We don't.
We usually roll stealth when we encounter someone that can perceive us instead of at the start of the stealthing.
Zarius looked at Tokus like, we should probably first explore the nest, I think.
I think that's a little bit too dangerous. Also, why is everything gray? What?
It's because we've
Because
been
you
here
have dark
before.
vision.
Yeah.
Oh, that's epic.
What do you mean gray? I see color. Zarius looks at Tokus.
I'll
Yeah,
slap
because
you
some of you have
into
actual
the
dark
next
vision.
dimension.
It was like, well, I first want to see if there's still things there. So if there's not, we know we're safe to explore the skull. But I don't want to fight two things at once.
Right, well, you're welcome to check.
Yeah, let's just check from a distance, alright?
Yeah, I didn't plan on going in.
Uh-huh. Because either they found something new to feed their young, or they didn't.
Well, then let's hope they did.
Well, I would hope they didn't,
Well, I hope
because
they
that
didn't.
means there's probably less of them. Oh, why can't I move? There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, these were the flies that are the same at the top, right?
Fly. Those are
They're
willow
not flies,
wisps.
they're will
Yeah.
wisps.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The little.
Eb.
I know.
Vincent,
Oh,
you find yourself on an overlook. And while you cannot see the entirety of the Den of Bones, as much of it is draped in darkness, you can see little specks of light dancing around, hundreds upon hundreds of will-o-wisps dancing near the ceiling. Some of them occasionally drift down near the ground, gliding across it, only to then move back up again like a little helium balloon.
this place is beautiful, even in death.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
everything here
I'd
is
and wait before you say that.
Yeah, not everything here is dead.
Things can be beautiful and dangerous at the same time.
That is true.
Yeah, they can.
Hey, Tokas, feel like jumping in something again? Sorry, it's good.
Yeah, maybe later. Can't move. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's. I want to say rubber banding a bit, which is odd.
It is odd, slightly so.
I've had like no problem so far.
I'm good for you, Mark.
Thanks. Thanks. At least my PC is better than games. That's something.
Unironically, it is not.
I know. What do you mean my PC is not to make a noise when it starts up?
The bone pit looms in front of you. A skull, many times the size of your own body, peeks out over an ocean of partially broken ribs, femurs, skulls, vertebrae. And a hand stretches out as though trying to reach, frozen in time.
Well, what is all of this? I mean, I've seen dens of creatures before, but this is.
This is where something comes to die. Zarius points in this direction. There's a dragon skeleton there. And on the top of there, which like this is all dark, right? Amber, so we can see.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't see
dark elf.
nothing. Yeah, I can't see nothing.
It's like, and on the top of there, there's like this worm structure thing.
Sort of.
Let's just say that for some reason, creatures are usually drawn here when they know that they are going to die. And well, and he points up in the ceiling at all the lights around. And that obviously attracts a lot of will-o-wisps.
Yeah. I can understand the will-o-wisp, but
As for the bone pit, don't get too close. That's where, he looks at Tokas. That's where curiosity almost killed the cat. There's some sort of bullet there. That's what the lightning potions are for, but that's after we've been to Redstone.
noted. I'm just going to start taking slow steps back.
Almost
going
as though
now.
on you, like a little trail of bones, like begins to sag inwards in the pit, as though something like glides around in it.
Yeah.
And we're going to go to a place where there's insects the size of people.
This sounds
They
like
can,
a
and
play
they
pit
can
for the
also spit,
necromancer.
and they can also spit acid.
Oh,
Hopefully they're not as many. Unless, of course, they found something else to, feed their larvae on.
Hey, quick
They'll
question.
think.
Gabe, do you have Radigan out?
Yeah, he's here.
Eb has never seen him before, and you just see like Eb's eyes meet him, and then suddenly his other hand darts and grabs his first hand, and his hands go to his side, and he looks at his side.
I keep walking and turn around to Eb, doing some hand gestures. Enjoying your new hand? He blinks.
Nice.
Oh, I see. We gotta stay silent, right? My bad.
Keep following me. Forward.
Eb's
Arianas.
muscle memory when seeing a rat is to grab it, because that's
And
what
he-
ensured his survival.
Where's Lawrence?
I ate
Oh,
him.
he's using a thing called a mobile phone.
A mobile phone.
I ate Lawrence a while back. I got hungry.
That is true. I have been consumed.
He said it was okay though, so I shouldn't be smitten by any gods.
All considered.
Lawrence nods wisely at your side.
Gotta be happy that there's no holy divinity inside him anymore.
Self-Exarius.
Stealth Jaxarius? Oh
Yeah.
no. Here you go. Stealth check. Bam. Oh, yeah!
Yay!
God damn, I'm on fire today.
The rest of you as well.
Oh.
Do you want me to re-roll, or do I keep that?
No, you can keep this.
Very well.
13.
Damn it, now it's asking me if I want. Damn it.
Don't say no to that.
Alright, guys. Calm down.
No.
Why are you rolling at disadvantage? No armor.
Me? Because I'm a clangy boy.
Because he has a chainmail.
Metal. My metal skin shakes.
Darius holds up his hands backward like.
There is the sound of chittering and creaking and screeching, a buzz. This nest is alive, and Vincent's in the wall. Think about it.
Oh!
This is where where the troll was before, right? This is their nesting spot, at least to my memory.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's like. Oh no! The babies are still there. Is there something like I can see this spot now? Is there something there?
There seems to be a pile of eggs.
but no like a creature or anything.
No, not that you can see.
So it's just tiptoes backwards. Like,
What's going on? Why are we going back?
Looking serious.
wow. You know how you hope there would be less?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of eggs and babies. And also big ones.
All right. Well. Problem is, we don't know where these secret tunnels are supposed to be, but a good bet is it should be somewhere near where we found Thrax.
'Twas my educated guess. The other good bet is to assume that these caves and tunnels might very well be the caves and tunnels that these insects are using as a nest.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like
Well-
I think it's a good idea for us to clear them out so we can at least search them.
Well, let's look for Thrax's burial ground and look around there. Perhaps we can avoid conflict altogether. If we cannot, then it will be what it will be.
I'm not opposed to it ending in a bug crushing day.
Well, I wouldn't be opposed to it as well if our numbers weren't overwhelmingly outnumbered.
I think your math is wrong. We have me. I count as about 20. Victoria is
Maybe
at least
count-
60.
You maybe count as a half, Vincent.
Oi.
For killing bugs, of course.
Mm.
You're a valuable asset, don't worry about it.
I'm not convinced by your tone.
Well, we'll find out if we have to hunt some bugs.
Mm-hmm. You're lucky I like you.
You do?
Oh, I'd say so. I think I like everyone here.
Well, I'm glad you don't dislike everyone. That'll be a very uncomfortable stay.
I find it difficult to hate people.
I think that's a positive thing.
So,
Hating people is really useless, isn't it?
so has anyone seen the corpse of a dragon before?
Oh, yeah, loads of them. When I was on my week away, I killed about 6 of them, don't worry.
Yeah, he slew the dragons. Remember, he told us.
Sorry, this is like, well,
I've
then
got
this won't be,
dragon bones in my pocket.
then this won't be a surprise. Well, Zaris actually has dragon bone in his pocket. Like, that's one of
We
his
have
dragon
a
bones.
bunch of bones from this guy, I think. We already harvested it.
I assume it looks like a drake, but with wings.
Well, it's right there, like right here.
Well, you can't see really the wings because it's all bones, but yes, this is more or less what a dragon looks like. Oops.
Oh, that's a bit. bigger
This is
than
what a
I thought.
dragon looks like.
Literally half the
No,
corpse looted.
Yeah.
Missing the fingers, missing the teeth.
Could be anything.
Huh.
Zaris pulls out his scythe. Actually, this weapon was made out of them.
Yep. These look like the ones I killed, all right. Yep.
Yeah. There
Focus.
is, in fact, a very large dragon here with a 30-foot spire of black metal thrusting up out of the ground, piercing its skull. Its crumbling skeleton is still sprawled out across the floor in front of it, and one of its massive claws is buried inside of the rock as though it tried to crawl through the stone. But some parts of it are missing, including the golden ring that was set upon that claw.
Douglas pulls out 1/6 coin, looks at the head of the dragon, looks at the coin.
Oh, this is quite an elegant creature. It's a shame that I've met its end.
Well, better it than us, I suppose.
Oh yeah, I'm not complaining. I'd rather come across the corpse of a dragon than a sleeping one.
Oh, well, I guess it depends. Some of them can be real nice, some other a little less.
Castor once said that all mutants should die, but it is important to be sorrowful for their death.
Castro has very strong
Don't
opinions.
say that.
Well, let's get to where we
Fear.
need to.
And
Flip.
where is that exactly?
Now, the survival
Zarya's
depends
points
on
at this
genetic
wall.
variance.
Okay, Tokas, you're like a stabilized genus of mutant, so.
I'm a rattling. Excuse you, I am totally illegal.
Hey, you're an Ogren, alright? An Ogren munchkin?
Yeah, of course.
Halflings are ratlings. You are not a halfling.
Uh,
Oh,
You are a Eldarling with the little pointy ears.
oh no.
lovely. An archway of bone.
Rather fight.
This place just keeps giving with its decor, doesn't it?
Yeah, I wonder who bit it up there.
Zarya's kind of looks is like, well, this is not even in the top like 3 worst places I've been in on our adventures so far.
Well, I think it's probably up there. I mean,
It might reach top 5, but we've been through like 2 demon infested places.
well, yeah, but it wasn't as bad as a whole cavern full of corpses. I mean, if you think about it, it's pretty morbid.
I mean, no, it's just bones. Like, there's nothing disgusting here. It's just bones.
Bones are part of a corpse. They're just covered by flesh before they decay.
So
That's-
Zarys looks at Tokas is like, yes, but if I would be disgusted at bones, you know how many things we've looted of everything that is their bodily fluids, their bones, and more
Yeah.
on these adventure.
That's why you grow accustomed to corpse as well.
Oh, yeah.
Amber, I would like a bone.
What do you mean you would like a bone?
I would like to find a suitable bone for Crawley. I will go around the ground and bring him close to Bones to see which one he likes.
Dragon
What
puppet.
to do with the bone?
I don't know. He's a carrion thing, and this is Bone.
I think it needs flesh and muscle to inhabit. Like
Yeah,
a
he likes to have a dead creature that has just recently passed away.
Okay.
hey man,
He likes
maybe
wearing
Thrax is still
costumes.
here.
No, you guys took him away.
No, that's true.
We took him away, yeah.
I ask how big it needs to be, like on a scale from like Vincent's hand to Tokas to Vincent.
Kind of just like dribbles a little bit and then like stretches out like a weird little oozy skin cloth to show that he can grow like in size just a little bit.
Oh, I see.
You didn't even stick your hand in. Just
Standing at the base of this worm, this big croissant in the in the way. You can see, like, just peering upwards, you can see the 3 giant black spiders, spires, not spiders, that have pierced up through the roof of this stony hill, and they are almost like these claws reaching out of the ground. And then there's this smoothly segmented stone barrier that sort of like curls around it, that has this liquid pooling on the ground right near you.
Mhm. Well, I suppose we should check around here.
Suppose we should.
but what? This goes up into something, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, it goes up here.
Look at the spires.
Yeah. So Running.
Well, I guess some of us can shake the surrounding walls of the cavern while some other can go up. Take a look at the claws, see if they have any hidden passages.
Yeah. Might as well.
I would
don't
like a general perception check, Amber, on the just to see if there's any other thing that we might be missing
Very
in
well.
this environment.
Mhm.
I will use my lantern to make a will-o-wisp sized light
Hmm.
and expand that appropriately.
All right. Make me that check.
Very well. Our proficiency bonus is +3 now, right?
Yay!
Mhm.
All right. 13.
Lawrence, you peel your eyes and perk your ears up, and you hear that harmonic hum again. That tune that is. It is not quite in tune with you, but it is harmonic all the same. And kind of pleasant. Though not pleasant enough to warrant you to want to stay in the Den of Bones. It evidently emanates from the spires.
Hmm. Yeah, I was about to ask if there is like an obvious source for it. Is it like the sound of wind rushing through a cavern or filtering through trees or like the sound of breath passing through a flute?
It is like being in a club where you can feel the music literally running through your body, even if you can't hear the music itself. Like you can feel the vibrations.
Yeah. It's like when you're outside a club and you just hear that distant thumping sound. You put a hand on the balustrade and it's just you feel the vibrations through the vibration of the metal.
Yeah.
Mm.
Resonates with thine soul.
Okay. And the pillars in this room? Because I can't see the map exactly right now, but what are the pillars again?
3 giant black shadow steel spires. Surrounded by a strangely segmented dollop that looks like a croissant. That is leaking like a weird liquid out of its butt.
Oh yeah, and that there was that black kind of pit type thing, right?
That's further
Croissant.
Tar
down.
pit is like in the south, yes.
Yeah,
I'll
the
send it
top is
to
the
you.
croissant, right?
Is a picture for you?
Dankjewel.
I have hiccups now.
That's not ideal.
Certainly not.
You are not a fish.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
All right, party. What do?
Well, I was hoping Lawrence would just talk about the humming, but he didn't. So I'm not
You
going to
guys-
interact with it.
You guys heard the humming last time as well.
Yeah. I'd like to go up.
You can. And climb over the like wall up the hill.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna talk to Tokas or Tokas.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This might sound strange.
Oh, not again.
Hey, last time it worked, but no. What if I match the humming?
What humming?
Well, remember last time there was humming?
Yes.
It's
I
from the
remember.
Shadow Steel, right? Or did I get that incorrectly? If I remember, it's from the Shadow Steel or not. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. What if I match the humming?
Okay. Well, first of all, not a bad idea. I mean, the supposition, the hypothesis is there. Corvelia can sing to the Shadow Steel, so it wouldn't be too bad to assume that the entryway to her keep is guarded by Shadow Steel. Now, the real question is, can you speak to Shadow Steel?
No, Azarius grabs his cello because he has that with, because I didn't remove it. So.
Take
And
the entire cello with you.
I mean, it's on my sheet, so I took it with. That's my bad. I forgot to remove it, so I got it.
Sorry guys, I forgot I brought it with me.
I also have my fancy hat with, so I have that on my head. Like,
Boing boing. Wow, you went to a duel with a fancy hat.
I mean,
And a
yeah,
cello.
and I won. So guess who looks cool? Me.
You gotta look fancy when you go to meet God, you know?
But Zarius grabs his cello, and cellos have that metal piece at the bottom, right? They have that little metal thing because they need to stand on something.
Mm-hmm.
So Zarius puts his cello with the tip of this metal piece against the Shadow Steel.
All right.
Worry.
I don't know. Zarius doesn't do anything, but he basically shows us like, if I do this, the vibrations, at least itself, will travel into the Shadow Steel. So if I match it, it would feel, because we know the Shadow Steel's alive, so it would maybe feel the vibrations that match it.
Tokus shrugs. Or you could wait whatever kind of worm is sleeping right now.
Yeah, it's why I'm not doing it. I'm merely suggesting it. And Zarius puts his cello back on his
If
back.
you're suggesting it, that means that you're willing to do it.
Well, yes, because we need options. I'm not saying let's go do it. I'm saying this is an option we could possibly try.
But do you want to try it?
Well, yes, but first, you're like the smart one. I'm trying to see. Do you think this might possibly work?
Caesarius, the fact that I am the smart one does not mean that you should rely on me for these kind of decisions.
No.
Being smart means that I should help you come to a decision yourself. So, Zarius, do you think this is a smart decision right now?
It would impose risks. So I'm not saying we should do it now. Like I said before, I'm saying this might be a possible way if we do not discover anything else.
Tokus makes a okay sign with his hand. Perfect. 9 out of 10. We can try it, of course, after we have no other plans. Or I guess after we run out of better choices of plans, like looking around, which doesn't wake any weird creatures sleeping underneath this hill, or does anything weird with Shadow Steel that might react in unexpected ways.
Just giving it as an option. There's not much to see it. Like Azarius points out around him because he can see it. It's like there's no colors, no indications I can see right now.
That's the whole point of hidden things. They're not supposed to be able to see until you look for them.
Azarius points at Lawrence's light, and Lawrence's light makes me see it worse somehow.
Yeah, it's really not helping out.
Ebb's head pokes up from behind the ledge. Have you two looked for magical like illusions or something like that?
I did
Well, we
that
haven't
last time.
started looking, so that's a little bit a tough thing to do right now. But if one focuses on the mere sight, the other might focus on the Arkhona, right, Zarius?
Well, I did that last time here.
Well, things
Oh.
change from time to time. You never know.
Yes, but this is not a very nice environment. The Starks
alright.
kind of like looks around. No. You remember Novostoya where I puked really easily? Should I activate Witch Sight in Novostoya?
You don't need to use your witch sight. You know the spell, right? The one that you can look for magic.
Well, let's see if I have it prepared.
Eb, you
right.
can feel the
I don't have
hum.
it prepared.
Emma?
Yes.
You can go. I apologize.
Eb, you can feel the hum in your bones.
Hmm.
It's almost as though it makes all the aching a little bit less.
Am I about to die? I guess I am old, but
Are you about to die?
no, it's. You said this place draws people that are, well, creatures that are about to die, right?
That it does. Well, more like people come here willingly to die.
And this is a weird question, but do you, while being here, feel a sort of strange reverberation in your bones?
It is a humming, most likely emitted by these things.
Okay, but do you feel it?
Well,
Do we?
sort
If you
of.
focus on it really hard, you can feel it.
And
Just ever so slightly.
but
A little
Eb
bit.
is like notices it.
Eb, you definitely like you notice it.
Honestly, it's very comforting.
It's not a you should stay here now, lay down and die, but it's definitely a pleasantness.
If Eb like spreads his arms wide and uses them like a dowsing rod, could he attempt to
Emit the reverberation.
like no, not emit, like douse out or pinpoint an origin or a source or something like that?
3 spires.
Oh,
Yep.
right.
It is from the Shadow Steel, or at least that's what we suppose.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I had an idea of matching it. It's relatively dangerous should it wake anything up.
He nods and points to the ground. This thing did the rumbling last time. It's weird that it's still in the same place, though. All right.
Eb tentatively like pokes at the spire gently.
I don't think that would move. I
It is
mean,
warm to the touch.
Warm.
Wait, it's warm? Aren't these things supposed to be super fucking freezing?
no, they're warm because they're alive.
They are indeed warm to the touch.
Yep.
Amber, in the meantime, Victoria has been going around checking the walls here.
Okay.
And Vincent is wandering around, talking to, in quotation marks, himself.
No.
What's sake?
And a whisper too.
In fairness, I feel like even before all of this madness, I feel like Vincent is definitely the type of person to wander around large hallways talking to himself about his surroundings.
Yeah.
That is a psychological trait.
I feel like he talks himself through plans, you know?
Yeah.
Like Sherlock Holmes. And just as bright.
Yeah. That's me.
As Zoris pointed out, in the midst of all the stalking, I will also be investigating these spies to look for hidden entrances or hints that there might be something else that lays underneath the eye.
Vittoria, you found anything?
Not entirely sure. There's a lot of wool to go over. I don't suppose you can lend a hand.
Sure. What do you need me for? Are we just covering the whole wall? I'll go and look over there, and I'll point like off in the distance. Maybe meet in the middle or something.
I mean, yeah, that works. Yeah, no, I think that's fine.
Go ahead, Zarius.
All right.
I don't know if you
Alright.
want investigation checks or perception checks for
Damage roll.
damage rolls. Okay.
No, go ahead.
Investigation?
Yeah, you may roll investigation. And you
Yes.
two may roll your checks as well, Vincent and Vittorio.
Very well.
Okay.
I will be tactical in my assessment of this wall.
25.
Damn, I've not really rolled that well today. It's 13.
Vincent.
Let's have a look. See here. Well, I didn't realize that my investigation was so absolutely abysmal.
Reroll, Vincent.
You want me to re-roll?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
You're being forced to use a fate point.
No.
Cordelia is helping.
Forcible fate point moment.
Yeah. What? Still a 10, I guess.
As you're like looking over the wall, like trying to see if you could find a find a lead, and you're whispering to yourself. You get this, man. How do I explain? You know that when you press your like hands, like your the palm of your hands against your closed eyes for a while, and you open your eyes, and they kind of like you get this vignette a little bit, like this blurriness and a little bit of like darkness over your eyes. You get this in your vision for a moment, and like speckles of something that looks like stardust.
Oh my god.
Sorry, man.
The wall's making me go blind. Vittorio, don't touch the walls!
Panic. What?
Looks over in the direction of the sound. It's like, what the fuck are you on about?
I touched the walls and now my vision's going blurry. Nope, wait. Never mind. It's back.
It slowly gets better.
Vincent, you are such an individual. And I mean that in the best way. Zoris says.
Thank you. I do try.
Also, lower your voice. I mean that in the best of ways.
Oh.
Sorry, as gives compliments to TaleChasers. Shut the fuck up.
So, brains, you guys found anything?
No idea yet. I'm waiting for God to give me any response.
You turn around, you see some like with the last vestiges of this like blurriness. this dark. I don't even know how to call it. There's literally like a little bit of like
Haze,
a dark edge.
mist.
Yeah, a haze that goes around your vision. You see something skittering.
Wait, me?
Yeah, you see something skittering.
Yeah, you're skittering.
Oh no!
You found yourself skittering on the ground.
No, you are not skittering.
Yeah, I find something that's skittering in the corner of my eye.
You see something that you can only describe in the quickest way, like a couple of sticks walking around with a big eyeball on top of it. And like and as you look at it, the whole thing like falls apart and tumbles into the pool of like liquid that lays at the base of this.
What have you been taking?
I'm about to do that gif of that guy that just blinks and just double checks. Like,
You don't see anything anymore. Like there's no creature, no evidence that there was a thing or anything there.
this place is making me lose my goddamn mind.
This place. Zarya's not.
I was perfectly on the fence of normality and insanity before I met you guys. I want you to know that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you got into.
And then in the meantime, you've almost fell into hell, fell in love with a woman in a cage.
Well, I wouldn't
A
say fall in
woman,
love.
not a women.
A woman.
And I'll recorrect my voice and kind of try and bring it down to a whisper again. And I wasn't in love. No, I'm not in love. Or whatever you want to call it.
Zarya's
Sure
grizz.
thing. Sure thing.
Meanwhile, Victoria, you feel all the walls, but they are rock solid from top to bottom.
Rock solid.
Rock solid. Finally, Chokas.
Finally, I find nothing.
You are inspecting the entire area, and you're watching Zarius try to attune to his spiritual self, I guess.
Huh.
That's when you see where his cello is placed, like the pointy end is placed into the ground. Something looks off for a moment. It's almost like it's standing too well in this solid ground, and that's when you notice the faintest outline of a crevice. A tiny canyon carved into the stone floor. And you realize you were standing on top of a giant trapdoor.
A giant what?
A giant trapdoor like implement.
Understandable. Thomas will call that upon attention.
Whilst
But-
that's happening, I just want to dip the butt end of my halberd into this pool.
Oh no.
Are you gonna have a taste?
Damn.
I just saw something that looks like a stick with two boggly eyes jump into it and disappear with no trace of it.
Enough with the durability rating. Time for the taste test.
So I'm just gonna stick like, I don't know, 3 inches of the halberd into the pool and see.
That's a
Not
lot.
that deep.
That's a
It's
lot.
not-
That's a lot. That's very deep.
Yeah, it's not a very deep pool at all. Like you hit the bottom. You don't feel any squishy eyeballs.
Huh. Okay. I'll just remove it.
Your butt of the halberd is gone.
Now your halberd is sticky.
Well, I seem to have found an entrance. Toka says with a little bit of a stronger tone. Now, how to open it is a little bit more difficult.
Have we tried asking nicely?
I look at the shadow steel. Can you please let us through?
Perhaps
Nope,
you need
doesn't
to
work.
In the same token that he was giving out.
I will.
Have you tried Victoria has to think for a moment as I look for the actual name.
In the
Perhaps
meantime,
we should step off of the trap.
in the meantime, I'm just gonna start looking around. I have nothing that's going to be able to hold this, but fuck, I'm gonna start with my hands, try and just scoop all of this goop together.
If you know,
With your hands?
I would
With your hands.
I would just like to say, because at this point I've even moved my token, so I'm now next to Vincent. If Victoria sees Vincent doing that, he is immediately going to stop you.
With your hands.
He's like he was about to say something. He was looking for the name in his mind, and then he just sees that, puts a hand on your shoulder. He's like, "Yeah, don't touch that at all. All right, that's that shit's all around in Blacklaw. That's effectively liquefied shadow steel. We've taken to calling it void juice. Don't touch it."
Can it be put into like a jar or something?
Well, we can try later. I haven't not had the time yet.
All right, this is going to sound crazy. The voices in my head are telling me to gather it.
Okay, which ones? The ones that are telling you they are going crazy, or the Archmage?
Which one?
Uh,
Are they feminine voices?
Yes, in my head, which I know we're definitely not agreeing on, but Corvelia, let's call her that for now. Fake Corvelia or real Corvelia is trying to throw us a bone, and she says that this might lead us for some help if I just gather it up.
Right, well,
And do what with it?
Instructions unclear. I'm hoping that the rest will reveal itself.
might. Turkus goes into his big ass fucking backpack and pulls out a vial. I always wanted to study it nonetheless. It would be pretty interesting.
What if you pour this? Because it looks like this is a runoff, right? So
A little bit.
So if you pour it into the top, what if it activates it and returns to the pool?
Maybe you can pour it over that doorway that you said you found, or trap door.
Well, we can try. Oh, yeah. It's time to harvest this little liquid.
I need a nature check.
Sure.
A little sippy sip.
Can I assist? I haven't got
You
nature.
think- You think the druid would be good at that, but nah.
A few druids are.
Let's go. Can I get assistance? Well, are you proficient in nature, Vincent?
I'm not proficient. I was going to say I'll help, but I'm not proficient in nature. Never mind.
I see. All right, let's go. Ember, is this a technological object, a mechanical?
Shoots Tokus in the head.
I'm gonna give you disadvantage for this.
I explode. All right.
Look at the fucking puddle on the floor. Is it a technological device?
Maybe
All
it's a magical item.
With this bare success,
Jesus.
you managed to harvest a dose of dying purple worm poison.
Oh, fuck!
I feel like this.
I'm glad you didn't put your hands in there.
Same. Absolutely.
Me looking at the damage dice.
The
Me looking at
40
Vincent's
D10
mag
damage.
HP.
Vincent literally just dies from touching it.
He puts his hands in it. It's like he goes into anaphylactic shock and he wonders why.
Is this circular thing just not a leverage at all? Is it just a big solidified worm?
It's it's probably the carapace of a dead purple worm.
Yeah, that is literally what this is.
Or a petrified one. That's also, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think if it was petrified, it would be losing juices.
I mean,
Fair.
that's why it's juice.
What?
Juice.
So
Well, no.
anyway, we have poison juice.
Well, we have this poison juice. Look, it fucking squashes it around. Can I make an alchemy check on the fly, or would I need to analyze it further with that
What?
to know that it's purple worm poison?
It's poison.
Oh, okay, understandable.
You know this is poison. It's not good for you or anyone.
Yes, but do we know that it's not void juice? I think that's the question.
Yes, it's not black. It's purple.
Okay, very well. Then I guess
I know you guys can't see it because you have dark vision, and then thus you are fucking blind. But it's actually purple on the map.
So I can make the educated guess this
Guys,
is
be like,
purple
it was
worm poison.
purple. It was purple.
That's
What do
why
you
I
mean?
told you that it's purple
Thank you very
worm
much.
poison.
Okay, well, Douglas gives it a look, sees through it with Lawrence's big ass light.
Oh,
This
yes.
does. Oh, sweats. What?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, this does not seem to be void juice. So in one way, Vincent, it would have been fine if you touched it. In the other way, it would not have been fine if you touched it. This is purple worm poison.
So what you're telling me is we now know more than we did before.
Yes.
And you were going to dip your hands in it because the voices in your head told you.
You would have probably
Okay,
died on this one.
In fairness, she did not say put your hands in it. She just said gather it. I am just lacking the mind capabilities to be able to gather it in any other way.
That is all right. Next time, just call for me.
Yeah, that was really stupid.
Okay,
You
well,
won't lose your mind. The bad news is you will lose your life.
Cyrus, do I look like the type of person that uses his head much?
No, he's not.
Arguably, yes, you do.
No, don't lie.
What? How?
I can make
what?
people like me, and I can get people to be really pissed off, and I can get information out of people, and I'm quite good at being fast and acrobatic. When it comes to thinking skills, I have absolutely zero.
I mean, maybe I'm just a little bit racist, to be fair. As far as looks.
Because you're an elf, you must be smart, right? Like,
Yeah, that's
focus
what
on gnome,
Zarya's
like gnomes are also smart. So
no. Hey, arguably all elves Zarya's knows are smart. So to him, it's like, yeah,
That is
isn't
true.
that normal?
It's because they live so long, they get the chance to learn so many things. It's a wonder that
his son is a himbo.
Yes, Vincent is a himbo, yes.
A pat you on the back. You've stayed alive this long, and that means that you've got what it takes to survive, and that's what matters.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know of many people who single-handedly slain 6 dragons in a week.
Well, you know,
Neither I.
one a day keeps them away.
Well, I imagine it would keep many things away.
And then you can rest the day between those.
Yeah, the weekday,
Of course.
All right, party. How do you continue?
All right.
Let's have a look at this trapdoor or whatever.
Well, as I was trying to say before, well, I apparently stopped Vincent from sticking his hand into purple worm poison.
Oh yeah, thank you for saving my life.
Yeah, no problem. The letter mentioned that the daughter's name was the key. Maybe speaking it will somehow activate the trapdoor.
It's genius.
That might be. Is there a particular language? Oh, yes, Vincent, come here.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try. Tokus turns around. Silara?
Silence.
Okay, try and say it in Elvish now.
Same.
Sure. And I guess in the dark elf dialect, I'll say the name Silara. Don't think that's the one.
Well, that might be harder than I thought then.
Well, can always. Victoria's just gonna like try and start looking at the floor. Amber, if I try and follow this quote unquote crevasse of the trap door, where does it end? I suppose.
It's literally this area that Tokas is standing on top of.
Yeah, these cracks.
Oh, this area.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, my bad. Ooh.
Zarys
down.
looks like I can play the tune.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, it moved
I
over
mean,
here now.
if you want, I mean, it might open it.
It
We
might.
could just, we could just try and pry it open or something.
I don't think that will be that much easier.
Or use the poison. Drop it on it. Throw it at the spires.
I don't think that's gonna do much.
No, me either. But everyone else was saying ideas, and I wanted to be part of it.
No, that was a good guess. Though we don't really have a lot of it. But if Vittorio, maybe you could try and push the middle spire. Maybe it's like a lever of some sort.
It will not budge, Vittorio.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Zarys just takes out his
so.
cello at this point.
I mean, there doesn't seem to be any kind of switch.
It wasn't kind of mechanism, just a thing that could lift up.
Yeah. Like, I mean, at this point, I don't know what else we should try beyond, as you said, trying to match the tune or tone.
This is going to sound really stupid. Have we just tried lifting it?
I mean, I don't see a lid. I don't see a lot to lift. There's only cracks around the spire of a shadow steel. I'm not really strong enough to lift the ground, but maybe Vittorio.
I want to try to put my. You said this crevasse, so I'm going to put my fingertips in between them and try and lift it.
And
Alright.
Eb hands you like just a dagger. We can put these, in the edges and then try and lift.
Oh yeah. I'll grab one and try and use it to pry.
Eb will do it on his side.
Alright, between the two of you, you managed to lift the lid
Nice.
of this literal,
Yep.
just a flat rock, like a trapdoor spider, like nest.
I
that
will with
lifts
this
up.
with the most
Sometime-
shit-eating grin look at Zarius and just go, sometimes brains aren't needed.
Sometimes the
I was
hardest.
sitting here and I was thinking
Zarys-
like you have
Zarys
to
put-
turn it in like a particular like
Yeah.
order or something.
I mean,
Or
it's
like-
just a rock.
Yeah,
or
Eb
like
gives
the
Tokas a side
vampire
smirk
system
as well.
requires you to like put your blood on like the tips of the shadow steel thing, and there's 3 of them because it's the power of 3, and I'm like,
Sometimes the toughest problems require the simplest solutions.
Yeah.
simplest solutions.
But Zarya's grins and he puts his shoulder on Vince's shoulder. Is like, yeah, sometimes. But sadly, you don't have the brawn either, do you? No, I'm kidding. Sorry, it's a joke, Vincent.
It's a joke, Vincent. It's just Vincent. Put the halberd away. No, Vincent, I'm sorry.
I will laugh and continue to lift the stone up completely so that we have a full entryway into this.
You can see a tunnel that goes like slightly. It goes down straight for like a couple of feet, and then it kind of goes down on an incline from there on. The walls appear to be lightly coated in strands of silk.
How
Spider silk.
steep was it?
It is a vertical drop for a couple of feet, and after that, it becomes a
Slide?
not like a slide. It's not that steep of an incline.
Oh.
You mean a very literal couple of feet, as in like 2 feet, or like?
It was like 5.
Okay.
Fine.
So
That's a
nothing's gonna snap our legs if we drop down.
That's a lot of feet.
Valtair, let's place this to the side.
Yeah. I'll help him lean it over.
Whoop.
Mm.
The stone lid itself, not that heavy at all.
Nice. I
It's
will.
more the torque that you, or like the lifting it from position that's hard.
Yeah.
The
Hmm.
elves have elegant solutions to problems, as you can see.
I love how the that one of the brutes was thinking, and the elves are brute forcing it.
I love this group, man.
I will
No,
squat
we were
over the
just
ledge
thinking
and just look
clearly.
down.
That's all.
Well, no one's gonna break any ankles from dropping down this much.
I look at myself. Oh, I might.
You'll be fine.
Tokens if you would like.
We can pick you up, Tokas.
I think I'll handle it.
Are you sure I can get? I'm tall. I can go down there, and then I can. help you down.
Quite sure. Yeah.
Amber can like this spider silk, is it just like yes, this is a tunnel filled with some cobwebs and spider silk. That
If
basically.
you've ever seen a trapdoor spider nest, this is what it looks like.
Oh, a trapdoor spider nest. I see.
Yes.
I thought that was a joke.
No, I'm not joking.
For you?
I will post a picture in Etharis media dump.
have no idea what a
I'll put a
trapdoor spider
spoiler
is.
tag. I'll put a spoiler tag on people who have arachnophobia, I guess. This is what it looks like. A little hole that has a little bit of silk,
Yep.
minus a spider.
That's a little bomb shelter.
God.
Yeah, sure. A little spider bulb shelter. These
that-
spiders hunt by literally having a little trapdoor that they open and then they go pew.
Yeah. Then my next question is, I mean, do I recognize this to be a trapdoor spider nest, or can I make a check? To
You have animal handling proficiency. You can make the connection.
okay, yeah, that
I
is
could go down there first and have
A
look.
large version of a trapdoor
Yeah.
spider.
It can be quite quiet after all.
well, yes, a quiet approach would be good, considering I think this is some sort of trapdoor spider's nest, and I mean there's still silk around, so it might still be there.
Is there anything you think I should be keeping an eye out for other than spiders?
More
I'll be
spiders.
More spiders.
I need to
Alright,
pee.
what else? More spiders?
More spiders.
Egg
Alright.
stacks.
Do not piss in the hole.
Alright. Well, I wish me luck, I suppose.
Good luck, soldier.
Be back.
Damn.
Ebb descends.
And so Ev descends into awareness.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh.
Yeah.
See you next campaign, boys.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum, bum. So anyway, I pass my mission on to Vincent.
Well, shit.
Vincent, who has too many tasks for one not smart boy already.
Truly, honestly,
It's just like your memory's full, so
so much pressure.
oldest mission is just pushed out the memory, and the new one is added to the queue.
Vincent just wants to do good in the world, man, and be free. Why is everything so complicated?
Why can I not have both at the same time? This is truly impossible.
Mm.
Yeah,
All right.
does a little descendaroo.
Do, 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 do. And so you descend. This tunnel will continue on an incline downwards for several dozens of feet before it widens up into a natural tunnel. Let's see. Pull out this one. After a short while of walking, there is a fork in the road.
Mhm. Hmm.
Two images painted rather crudely on the wall. With text, though it's not a language that you or anyone in the party speaks. Afraid.
Not
It's
yet.
pretty much considered a
Give me
dead
10
language.
Give Tokas 10 minutes.
But there is a picture of skulls on one side and little like square houses with pointy rooftops towards the other side.
Let me guess. Do we want to wait 10 minutes or do we want to take an educated guess on what these means?
Quick question before that. I like, what direction is the tunnel from the hole? Do like descend, go north, east, southwest?
You descend and then you go north.
Okay. So
And after a while, it kind of bends naturally
mhm.
a little bit towards the west.
Okay. Can I just do a quick check to see if there's been any movement in recent times? Like if there are fresh cobwebs, or ones that aren't covered in old dust, and yeah,
Sure.
I'll just stuff.
Yeah.
Would it be investigation?
Sure.
Seven.
The webs are sticky. Does that mean that they are still fresh?
Could be. Could be. If only.
A lot of dust all over the place.
If only I could ask Zonim and find out.
I'm so sorry.
Easy. Just ask more.
What?
Yeah. Ebb backs up to the hole. All right, it seems clear for at least the first little bit. Don't know if there's been travel or not. There's a fork in the road with pictures and letter and words that I do not know the language of. I don't think. Do you all want to join me? Shall we take a little bit to find out what they say?
Well, I can either take 10 minutes to understand it, or we can take an educated guess of what they mean.
Well, in any case, we should all get into the tunnel, even if we're doing one or the other.
We should, yeah.
Oh yeah, just for information. One of the pictures had a skull, the other had houses with spiky roofs.
I guess my previous question still stands.
I think we should take the 10 minutes. Best be safe than sorry.
All right. Well, let's get to work then. And yeah, guess we'll skedaddle inside the tunnel.
All right.
And yeah, I'll start ritual casting my understand the languages.
Let's see. After 10 minutes, you can find out the words. Although, I mean, the words are literally as expressive as they can be. They very simply say graveyard. village.
Graveyard.
That was almost right.
Well, during these.
I do think that the path to follow seems clear. Actually, do we have any reason to go to the graveyard?
Well, it's supposedly where Gravilia was kept. Well, should have been kept, but she was in a cell. I mean, she should have been dead. I think in my vision I saw a woman crawling out of a sarcophagus. I believe sarcophagi are kept more inside graveyards than villages, but then again, they might all be vampires and spawns, so maybe they all have sarcophagi and coffins they sleep in.
We could go to the village and look for information. And, well, then we'll be, in case we do find Cordelia there, we'll be better equipped.
It's gonna be crazy when we don't find her there because we have her trapped under its steel dome.
Unless we don't.
We could. We also don't know how
We
they
did
react.
see when she was hit by that obsidian dagger, she did flicker, so there was some sort of magics involved, but
yeah,
who knows the exact details.
Well, we're gonna have to explore both of these avenues, aren't we? So I guess we might as well pick one and just go with it.
I'd say that the village first.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, village it is then.
If there's even anyone living here, then might be able to learn something. Hopefully they won't be hostile. If they are, well, I suppose we'll have to deal with that.
Let's hope there's no one unliving there either.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's probably the case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, the village it is.
They will take the, lead the way. Sneaky.
I would like, before we leave the sign, if it's possible to write down the language that is on this sign. If it's unknown to all of us, I'd like to note down the 2 words for graveyard and village.
Very well. Go ahead.
Be smart.
And so begins your journey.
Oh, bloody hell.
Only map.
Oh, bloody hell. It's a big one.
Oh my god, I'm on the bottom. That's what
Yes,
she said.
you are.
Or
Wait.
Where's my boy Valerianus? I'm gonna put him down.
Oof.
I assume, yes, this is where we entered from.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, trying to move around sneakily.
Sneaky breaky.
I may not move because I'm not on Foundry.
This is so sad.
BRB grabbing water.
Go moving around. Are we stealthing? Yes or no? I assume so.
Yes. Also, was
Oh, a cool color. Nice.
yes. I don't like the green glow. Let's just say that.
Life.
It's probably bioluminescent fungi. We're fine.
No,
Mhm.
green
No.
is fine. Green is signifies good.
Amber. Oh, does the green glow in a reminiscent way of warp stone?
What you can see. Oh no, what are you doing here? Get out. Strange. What you can see is that the tunnel opens up into a large cavern, at least 50 feet high, and stretching out hundreds of feet. Is it correct? Yes, that is correct. Stretching out hundreds of feet long. And here you can see dim lanterns illuminating a small village.
So they're lit.
Yes.
Oh, fucking hell.
Here are simple houses that look like they've been built from some sort of wood and red clay. There's also a pen holding several one horns, the the large eyeless creatures that you also have in Deep Delver's Enclave, and a hill just below the overlook that you guys are currently standing on that has several large phosphorant mushrooms growing on it.
Oh, the goo is here.
And snaking through it all is a river that runs blood red, filling a pool at the center of the village. Far in the distance stands a temple constructed of white stone, which is far more elegant than any of the housing. Most notably, however, there are people here.
Oh, shit.
At least half a dozen wandering about, some of them tending to these horned animals, others pulling pails of water out of the red river, and yet others simply strolling between their houses. Welcome to Redstone.
Damn.
Thank you for the welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, boy.
I think we will see what happens here next session.
Hey, where's our
Wait.
I hope no
Oh.
massacres.
This I'm excited for. I can finally use some people skills
Damn. Me
rather than
too.
thinking skills.
The people here immediately attacking us.
meet an entire village of golems.
Your people skills are utilized by your halberd, I assume.
No, Vincent is actually a very charismatic
Oh no,
individual.
I know you are. You are my son.
He's also good at dissecting people, yeah.
Damn, that is a little bit fucked up. Just a little bit.
Very
Yeah.
fucked up.
Hey, it's not my fault.
All right.
Thank you for
That is all
session.
for today.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hell
very
yeah,
much.
thank you.
Great. My phone is about to run out of batteries. That's perfect.
Great timing.
Just in time.
Thank you very much for hosting, Amber.
Absolutely amazing.
Oh, lovely to
Very
have you back, Brandon.
I'm loving every second of being here. Fully.
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Let's go. Let's see how long it will take for you to change ID.
Whoa.
How quickly can we change that?
I never thought this type of character would be something I enjoy, but here we are.
Hey man,
Here we are.
it's a pretty good character.
Limbo.
Mhm. And for the ladies, gents, and others at home, remember, eat your vegetables.
And stay hydrated.
I can highly recommend steamed Chinese broccoli.
That sounds like a good recommendation.
It is, because I made it.
Everyone eat White's steamed broccoli.
Everyone across the world.
All right. We will be back next week.
That we will.
And until then, everyone have a good evening.
And a good night.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Good everyone here.
Nighters.